Probably.
Good afternoon, everyone. We are here for a final watch-along of the 25-26 season for the WSL Playoff between Charlton and Leicester. Now, I have just had a notification that YouTube isn't streaming, so let's have a little look, because obviously we would hate to have anyone miss out on that. That's never good, is it? That's not the chaos that we want, Paul.
That's a good start. It is streaming because I'm.
Oh, it is? Perfect. Okay.
Hold on.
Oh,
There we go.
You
can hear yourself. There we go. Yeah, it is streaming because I've just gone on Twitter to check it and click play.
Perfect. So it's streaming on Twitter. It's streaming on the 115 Yards. We are in partnership for this afternoon, but it's not on the Absolute YouTube.
Let's have a look.
Saying it's still. It might just be because we've gone live a bit early, possibly.
Yeah.
That doesn't like it. So hopefully, it'll it'll kick in really soon.
Let me try and picture of the team and try and.
I was going to say, I've just put it on the bottom there. But yes, so on the screen, we've got the team news coming up. So we will go through them with you now. And I've just had a coffee handed to me. Perfect. That's what we like. Thank you very much. So, Paul, for this one, we assumed, looking at that Charlton lineup, so as we can see, we've got Whitehouse in goal, of course, Golden Glove winner for the WSL2 this season. We've got Mason, Bradley, Bissell, Kenny, Fitzgerald, Hutton, Muir, Skeels, McAteer, and Lobato as well. So they've put out an incredibly strong side, haven't they?
They're going for it.
As they should, as well as they need to. It's a one-off, isn't it? Winner takes all. But Leicester, on the other hand, let's go through Leicester. So they've got Keane in goal, who has impressed, young Katie Keane. They've got Keys, Tierney, Rantala, Janssen, Ale, Thibault, Mailing, Kane, McLaughlin, and O'Brien. Now, we know they have quality in that side, but maybe not their strongest, do you think, Paul? You had a few thoughts on...
I do have a few thoughts, and I'm just literally racing to check. There we go, because Kerry, being the legend that she is, has just taken a picture of it on the screen, full high tech. And the thing that's weird is how defensive Leicester are. Like, they're playing a 5-3-2. So they've got Mailing, Janssen, Keys, Thibault, and LA across the back. Then Sam Tierney, Jutta Rantala, and Lynn McLaughlin in midfield, and Hannah Kane and Shannon O'Brien up front. That's a lineup you play away at Man United.
Yeah. Right. It's not one that you're going to put up against a Charlton side who are also going to be fighting for their final.
Especially a Charlton side who conceded the least amount of goals in the WSL2.
Well, I was going to say that as well, because Charlton have picked up this reputation through the seasons of maybe they weren't scoring as many as they should have been, but also they weren't letting any in either, were they? So if we just get kind of some stats up for people, just so you know what we're...
We do that. So Charlton's lineup, you've gone through it, but it is Sophie Whitehouse in goal, back four of Ellie Mason, Kira Skeels, Lucy Lobato, and interestingly, they put Mary McAteer at left back, even though she's a right winger. So...
Yes. Yeah,
I question if that is in fact the Charlton formation. I suspect that it will be more of a 3-5-2, and they'll have the back three of Ellie Mason, Kira Skeels, Lucia Lobato. Five midfields: Karen Muir, Gillian Kenny, Katie Bradley, Jodie Hutton, and Mary McAteer, and then Emma Bissell and Lucy Fitzgerald, who again I suspect will switch positions because let's just say that we know that the graphics aren't exactly perfect.
Well, they just to put it into perspective. Hello, I have a very tired baby. I'll spill your water everywhere. Well, that's a bit silly. Oh, yeah.
We aren't streaming on YouTube, which is fun.
Why?
Still,
We are now. Wonderful.
we are.
Oh, we are or we aren't.
We aren't. At least as far as I just.
Leave it with me. Leave it with me.
Just sounds all right.
I'm keeping on things, but it's a scorching day. It's a scorching day at the Valley, and already we're off with a goal kick. And we do have Gilly Ferrati as the backup commentator, which means we're going to hear the most Cockney woman on the planet. And it started a little slow. But it's interesting because it's going to be kind of hard to explain what this is. Hiya, Simon, by the way. I'm glad someone's in the chat because we were a bit worried initially. But we are off and running. And Leicester are attacking down the right-hand side. So you're getting the enthralling scream at the moment of just me talking. Oh no, there you go. There we go.
Right.
I was desperately kind of filling then because I was like, I can see what Freya's doing.
No, it's one of those things. Sam, being the wonderful Sam that he is now checking in the background for us. So
I mean, Simon can see us, so someone's in the chat.
There we go. Perfect. Yeah. I've just connected it. I'll let our lovely Sam know.
And I will, meanwhile, tell people we're live and streaming.
Right.
Because as usual, we are fantastically prepared for this.
Well, it's not our stream if it's not a bit of chaos. So if you are new here, welcome. We do talk some quite good football stuff, but also we do talk a lot of chaos as well. But it's okay because it's live and that's what it's meant to be. So a few permeations from my end because it's a Saturday. I have a 1.5-year-old who should have gone down for a nap, but is currently refusing. Hence the noises in the background.
And we have a cat as well.
I'm not muted. Thank you. I just want to say that noise was Georgie putting a raspberry on Tovy's stomach.
Oh, that's
a massive fart.
Well, we have cats, we have raspberries, we've got
cats, we've got babies. Oh, we've got all sorts. We are a family-friendly, all-welcoming podcast, and that's what we need to have. But speaking of which, Charlton have looked quite promising in these opening couple of minutes, haven't they? I mean, Mary McAtee are already up on that left-hand side.
I'm on 3:11, by the way.
Oh, I'm on 3:07. Okay.
So we're pretty close.
Pretty close.
A few seconds apart. Katie Keane already has just drawn the ire of the referee.
The thing I like about Katie Keane is the fact that is she 19? And yet the way she's commanding that back line, it's like, yeah, I'm making myself known. And this is exactly how it should be. Yes, because Emily Heaslip, of course, referee for today's match.
Which everyone's delighted about.
As well, evening, mate. Evening? Say, used to be in the evening, afternoon.
Which, of course, everyone's delighted about. Emily Heaslip referee. I'm sure there will be no questionable decisions this afternoon. And no talking points.
No, none. None at all. So we want the right kind of drama, don't we? We don't want anything else.
The WSL, WSL2, WPLL have clearly decided to follow the Scottish FA approach to massively important games at the end of the season. And just put in whatever they fancy. So that could be fun.
Well, I was going to say there was a lot of acronyms there and a lot of letters.
Scottish FA and...
Yeah, Scottish FA for those who didn't know.
Sure.
But yeah, I mean, obviously there's been lots of chat going on for the FA Women's National League as well the last couple of days. We've had at halftime probably have a bit of a chat about Cheadle Stingers and what's happening there as well, because that kind of came out of the blue yesterday. So especially with the introduction of these playoffs, it's an incredibly interesting time in women's football, how it's going to grow, and is it growing the right way? But of course, we're going to stick to the positives for now, with the introduction of this playoff, with rustling of gingerbread man in the background.
And I'm finally let everybody know that there's a live watch along going on Twitter.
Hey, there we go. Yes, and thank you to everyone who is joining us, who is watching. Thank you very much. We do appreciate it. Yes, we are doing well, Johnny. Thank you for asking. Hope you are well as well. But yeah, in the chat, if you've got any comments throughout, obviously about anything in the match, any women's football news, anything that you want us to pick up and discuss as well, then please do throw it out there. But yeah, Leicester, very defensive. I know obviously they'll hopefully pick out a goal at some point. But we were just saying, obviously they signed Alicia Lehmann. And for Villa, she was always the player that she would have these brilliant moments. And if there was a player to pick out a goal out of nothing, it would be Alicia Lehmann. So really, it's quite a miss for them today, for Leicester.
I know they're missing their likely player of the season, of course.
Well, yes.
For all 5 games. And 1 goal.
I know but we said for players like Alicia as well, you have to feel for them because they will be fully aware of what's going on. So they'll never want to take an award off anyone else, will they? But if that's how the fan votes went, then that's just kind of how it went.
It'll be interesting to see where Alicia Lehmann goes this summer, whichever happens. Whether she stays with Leicester if they stay up or whether she decides to go elsewhere.
Yes. Yeah, whether who picks her up, what league. Because she is, for everything, she's a decent player.
She is a WSL standard player. She's never going to be a top tier WSL standard player, possibly.
No, she's a very good mid-table WSL player for sure, yeah. Well, that's actually always pops up with a ball or two, which is
and of course the benefit she brings off the pitch in terms of exposure and stuff. You know, we're a bit cynical about it here with stuff, but in terms of raising the profile,
raising the profile of clubs of the game, yeah.
If the social media is done right, yeah,
if it's done right, 100%, yeah. I have to say the crowd at the Valley looks incredible, doesn't it?
This is the largest attendance for any Charlton Athletic Women's game I saw the other day.
Yeah, they said they were making history, didn't they? Yeah, which is just.
They said it was a record crowd.
Yes.
That had stood since 2013, or possibly even further back, possibly 2003, back when Charlton were.
I was going to say, I remember seeing them since about 20 years. So yeah, maybe going back to 2003. Yeah, which again is incredible, isn't it? Absolutely incredible. Leicester attack just cut out there quite easily from the Charlton midfield.
So we should declare our supporting interests, because as regular watchers will know, I'm a proud Coventry City fan, but that is a Leicester City shirt up above me because of Shannon O'Brien.
Yes.
Who is Coventrian and who is legendary. And on the screen now taking the throw-in, of course, because, you know, I mean, but yeah, if I can be said to have a favourite women's player, it is Shannon O'Brien.
And anyone that does regularly watch Leicester or has seen her in the past will know why, because she just gives everything, doesn't she?
She is a lovely human being as well, Shannon O'Brien. Like, incredibly humble. When I've interviewed her several years ago now, but also she couldn't believe that someone was so vocal about her on Twitter, and she was like, "So you supported me all season and even playing for Leicester and everything. Do you want my shirt?" I'm like, "Yes."
Yeah. yes, I do. As a symbol of my support. Leicester look like they've got a pretty good travelling cohort as well.
They are a little bit.
Leicester got to the edge of the box, cut out. Oh, but they're going to try again. shots let loose. Yeah. Nowhere near, but Rantala is looking very dangerous indeed.
We have sung Jutta Rantala's praises as well, and she is a player who is probably not going to stay at Leicester if they go down. So
no, hopefully picked up because we said looking at that Leicester squad, they've got some decent players that can definitely do a good job. So hopefully, if the worst comes to the worst and they do go down, a lot of those players should hopefully have WSL clubs circling, saying, "Yep, we're going to nick you. Thank you very much."
Jonathan saying, I'm assuming when he says, "Do you think she will do a job?" I'm assuming he was talking about Lehman. And you can see London City signing Lehman, can't you? For the social media exposure, and even if she doesn't play a game,
I know, gingerbread man. Yeah.
Ran across the Charlton crowd, which is pretty noisy. Like they've turned up of Charlton fans. Absolute credit to them.
They really have. And if anyone's looking very closely, you'll be able to see how Graham in the crowd there behind the dugout. Oh, the ball comes through, and Keane had to be alert to that one.
That was a reverse pass. If that pass had just been held an extra second, because the Charlton forward, I think it was Bissell was making a run and changed her run, so it looked like it was a wayward pass. But the pass was made for the run that was just a slight lack of connection. That's a good ball over the top, though, but it'll be too long. And Katie Keane will eventually pick it up.
I'm just on the wrong ball over the top. There we go.
I did. You do wonder for a second now, because we've ranted before about this annoying tendency teams have to play out from the back when they possibly can't. And
absolutely hate it.
And as Keane took that under control, he was like, "Oh, don't go for it, Katie. Don't go for it. Just pick it up. It's there."
So I'm ready to go. Yes, indeed, Lindsay. Yeah, a few ex-Villa players on the pitch. Sarah Malin, of course, currently there on loan. But whether she'll come back is the question on everyone's lips.
She should be good. She'll be a good backup option, if nothing else. Sarah Malin. She might have been slightly superseded with the likes of Lynn Wilms at Aston Villa, but she's still a very good WSL fullback.
No, she is, absolutely. It's just you wonder what the club's priorities are this window, because we were saying, for those who haven't seen our Wednesday show, if you haven't, come join us. It's a lot of fun. We do talk about football sometimes. But yeah, we need about 10 players. So whether they spread it out between the next couple of windows or whenever, but we do need a huge squad refresh edition, that kind of thing. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. Oh, thank you.
And again, just then we just saw Shannon O'Brien's relentless running as they tried to play the ball through, but Whitehouse, they're just not quite connecting yet. Either team. There's lots of attempts of passes through, but they're not quite connecting the way they want to.
No, not yet. But again, we're still only 13 minutes in. I think this is broken.
I'll tell you what, there's an entire South London Apple store on Charlton's bench. Technology-wise, the amount of iPads, of course, other tablets are available. But Simon's saying, "I blame Pep for all these teams trying to play out from the back." Yes.
And Pep, of course, now leaving as well, isn't he? So
he's the backup plan if Frank Lampard goes to Crystal Palace.
That's the one. That's the one we've got to be looking for.
That's the one you got to be looking for. If Frank Lampard does decide to nip off, I don't know what I'll do. I think if Pep Guardiola came to Coventry City, I think you just see him.
Well, I hope they'd help, but he's not going to come to Coventry City.
And there's our dose of reality. There's Kerry.
That's why we love Kerry. She brings us back down.
Just back down to earth.
Like, tree big, but not happy.
This is the thing. If Kerry was a Liverpool fan, you know that big banner they have She'd just be stood in front of it. You know, the big make us dream thing that like Liverpool have.
Yeah.
If Kay was a Liverpool fan, it'd just be make us dream. I'm right.
Give us something useful, not a dream.
Make us dream. Listen, lads, have you seen on us lot this season? Don't you be dreaming about anything. Gareth Taylor's manager. It'll happen eventually. Like
crazy baby. Oh, it's
Don't Dream It's Over by A Crowded Heart is the only song you can ruin with a comma. Don't dream it's over. Add a comma. Don't dream it's over.
I was wondering where she was. I was genuinely wondering where she's going now. And there's your dad jokes, everybody. Graham's not there, so there's your dad jokes.
It's what we need. It's what we need in the chaos.
I did have to edit myself because, you know, obviously sometimes with us being an evening, there's the odd bit of fruity language, but I don't think I could have got away with it at 1:45 on a Saturday. I don't think I could have said, yeah, we're quite close to the watershed.
Somewhere it's 9 o'clock.
Somewhere it's 9 o'clock.
Somewhere it's 9 o'clock.
We've just had. You nearly got good evening to Australia, where I can for viewers in Australia.
Which is funny.
We've just had a classic Jelly Flaherty pronunciation of T-Bode.
T-Bode. Oh, lovely.
T-Bode. So
it's just I think you take for granted, like if you know a bit of language and how different pronunciations and stuff, you do kind of take for granted that not everyone knows that. However, I think we say, you know, Thibaut enough that.
To be fair, she's only played for Leicester for 2 years.
Well, exactly.
You know,
yeah, she's still settling in.
She's still settling in. Commentators want to Mark Skinner timeline for learning names. Like you can't commentate. You need
22 minutes.
you need to take 6 months to commentate at the WSL level. As Charlton, meanwhile, trying to get to the WSL level. Seamless, you see.
Hey, very good. It's almost like you've done this before.
It's almost like we've done this before.
Yeah, if that turn had come with asking for a foul on Mary McAteer, however, not given, play on.
Charlton are starting to come into the game more now. Leicester had possibly the slightly stronger start, but Charlton are now.
Oh, nice little chip over, but fortunately, Mary Mac was just the wrong side of the defender there. Oh. The thing is, though, between the two sides as well, which kind of just shows it, there's not an obvious gap. Like sometimes, like in the FA Cup and things like that,
you can see the big gap.
We can see the huge difference, but there isn't one in this, which is brilliant.
That's Toby, Kerry.
No, that's
that was a foul. Will it get pulled up? Oh, first yellow of the match, 18 minutes in.
Yeah, as me telling, that's a fairly blatant tug.
Yes. Let's have a look. Yeah, shirt pull. And probably a knock of the feet.
Mary McAteer, I just realised the reason they replayed it, Mary McAteer thought she got a shove in the back from Liv McLaughlin. It shows the replay.
Like it,
I think it would have been very harsh.
Yeah.
It was Sally Keys, by the way. Helps if I slightly adjust. This is the trouble with commentating off a screen.
Mm.
You're at the mercy of camera angles, which is particularly fun when you haven't seen teams that much.
Mm. All right, Bradley's standing over this one. It's probably happened where you are, Paul, but she hasn't taken it yet.
Not yet. We're only 5 or 6 seconds ahead. We've just been informed of Elmita Alay's yellow card on the graphics. Oh, that's a disappointment. Oh no, actually.
Oh, I know mine. There we go. Oh, I'm not too far behind. That's okay. Yeah. There we go. Ball comes in. Oh, that could have been something.
That was an interesting one because I thought she'd overhit that. I didn't see the player at the back post, and nor did Leicester. So
And that just shows you what we all keep shouting to some WSL WSL teams. Aston Villa, looking at you, get someone at that back post, because no one was expecting. Who is it? Can't see. Camera's a bit.
Was it Skills back post?
Was it Skills? No, it's not. Is it? Who's? I'll get me lined up. So hang on.
They keep taking shots of the crowd, and I know they're trying to get the angles to make it look as good as possible. But it is like the bottom tier of that main stand away on the far side is.
Oh, it was our Geordie Hutton. Of course, it was number 12.
It was Geordie Hutton.
Of course, it was. Yes.
Graham will be unimpressed with us, waving from behind the dugout.
Gonna say, text me every time. You're on the screen. You're on the screen. All right, Graham.
Who would I like to? That's a good question. While it slowed down a bit, who would we like to see at the back in the WSL? What, just in general, or like?
Yeah, who can we possibly sign from around the world?
Are we picking one or two players each, or? Depends on the club, because obviously, news-wise, Felicia Schroeder is suddenly out of nowhere.
Have you seen it's reported 1.2 million?
Isn't that well? I love how some outlets are claiming it's a world record bid, and some people are sticking with the London City, even though London City did say it's not a world record.
The record that wasn't a record, but it is a record
that wasn't a record, but apparently is. But we can't admit it's a record because Glasgow Euro is probably going to Lyon this summer. He said cynically. Is this an actual heat break that they're having with the temperatures where it is? Because they've definitely given it the full pause. It is indeed a drinks break. That's good. We haven't seen drinks breaks in a while. Drinks breaks in May. Honestly, the game's gone. But in answer to that question, 2 players each. Who would I have? Eva Payor, I think, would definitely be one of them.
That's a good shout, yeah.
Ideally, not for one of the top 4 clubs either, because if we're doing it and saying players in the WSL, Eva Payor for Spurs.
Oh, for Spurs.
Because I think of the teams outside the top 4.
Yeah.
I think Spurs are in the strongest position right now. If Emily was in the chat, I'd have said Liverpool.
Eva Payor at Liverpool. That'd be a good shout, wouldn't it? Indeed.
The trouble is, so many teams only play one striker.
Yeah, that's right.
I'd just love to see Eva Payor up front alongside Sophie Roman-Haug.
Oh, yeah. That's a good
So
shout.
you've got Sophie Roman-Haug as the big battering ram, and then Eva Payor just... Sophie Roman-Haug is the club, and Eva Payor's the rapier.
That's a good shout.
Oh, that's a cracking Jones.
I'm trying to think, because just as a shameless plug as well, like you usually do, our transfer tracker with the whole 115 yards is live. And there's been quite a lot of movement already and throughout Europe as well. Atletico Madrid have just let 4 players go today, in addition to their captain who has left the club yesterday.
May is weird, isn't it? Because it's one of those months. Everybody's saying we're letting players go, but their contracts don't technically end until June. So it's all of this. Club players will be leaving the club at the end of their contract, and it's like, yeah, but they're still technically like this one. This game might be the quickest. There we go. There's Toby. This one might be the quickest end of season match to announcement of players leaving. Leicester lose just tomorrow. I wouldn't actually. That's a point. I wonder if there are with Leicester a bunch of players who either know they'll be leaving, depending on whether Leicester stay up or not, or will be far more likely to leave, which adds another wrinkle to this game, I suppose.
It does. It does indeed.
20. I have hit 25 minutes on the clock.
Then no. Okay.
There we go. 8 seconds.
There we go. 8 seconds.
Synchronized watches, ladies, gentlemen, and thems.
Yes.
Leicester do have a free kick, which Sam Tierney is going to try and swing in.
Yes. You know,
Everyone
spot
likes
Sam
the
Tierney, of
comment.
course, with her headbands. Those when you were to Leicester.
And it
Hold up for me.
doesn't have anything come of it of any interest. Like even the shot.
No.
Even the shot on target was one of those disappointing things where it's almost like, well, I'll have a go from here, but I'm not that hopeful.
Yeah, there wasn't that power behind it, was it?
There's
So
no real conviction in it.
no, just and you just think Leicester, you know, this is their make or break, isn't it? So where's the fire? You haven't got time to settle in, really, have you?
I suppose there is the difference as well, because they're showing a replay of it now, and I'm just trying to work out whether Antela was kind of going for a more floated effort.
Yeah, try and maybe beat Whitehouse.
She did strike it from slightly behind her, which
I
probably
think
didn't.
if Whitehouse was off the line, which we know she's a very good goalkeeper, maybe, but no, wasn't enough power on it, was there, for it to be dangerous. I appreciate it, Johnny, mate. Thank you very much.
But I'm still thinking two players anywhere in the WSL.
Yeah, we go. There's Paul, where do you think McCabe's going to go? Because obviously there's Chelsea rumours, there's all the big clubs, but then people have said America, but she's just done her house up, so I don't think she'll move to America. That's a bit of a strange one, isn't it?
I think it might. If Caitlin Ford stays at Arsenal, I think Katie McCabe will probably be London-based, so Chelsea. Although, because this is the thing with the women's game, not in the men's game, you might think, wow, with the rivalry between Chelsea and Arsenal.
Yeah, you would go to Chelsea if you've been at Arsenal, yeah.
If you've been at Arsenal 10 years, you wouldn't go to Chelsea. But in the women's game, if she wants to earn equivalent money in the WSL, there's not that many. It's Man United, Man City, Chelsea, really. Unless, I mean, I don't know whether it would be viable or not, but for the Irish connection, and given that Liverpool now need a fullback, sentimentality wise, Katie McCabe going to the city with the largest Irish population
would make sense, wouldn't it?
Would be a very interesting signing indeed.
Yeah,
and would to Liverpool.
I do just want to show off how magic I am, by the way, because baby is now asleep.
Nice.
So no more crying. Everyone will be happy to know.
I love how the way she's set up. We can just see the bottom half. You can just see the top of her head.
She was she loves the gingerbread man from any gingerbread man. So she was nomming on that and just kind of just put herself to sleep, just like
just like settling in, like thank you very much.
Settling in nice and comfy, off you go. But yeah, just chilling. Lindsay, yes, I would agree with that. Leicester have come in a bit downtrodden, defeated. Charlton, nothing to lose. Yeah, I agree. I think Charlton have just got that bit more edge to them, thinking, they were top for a lot of the season. And then literally just because Palace and Birmingham City were also two very good teams that they just missed out. So yes, I think if they did come up, I think they have got the backing behind them, especially with Karen Hills as well, that they could make a very good job of it if they did come up.
It's all the messaging as well, because there hasn't really been much from Leicester of because you see the messages, because this is effectively the playoff final. Obviously, we've seen all the messaging this week from Hull and eventually Middlesbrough with regard to the men's promotion playoff. One game for it all comes down to this, all that sort of stuff. And if you watch what Karen Hills has said in the build up to this, it's been very much, we've got another chance and we're not letting this one slip. Charlton, this is we should have finished the job against Birmingham, so now we are going to finish the job.
Yes. Look at us go. This is what we're going to do.
Yeah. Leicester haven't really said much. They've just kind of been, we're confident, we're preparing, we're ready to go. We know Charlton are good. We'll, it's just like a normal league game rather than one that could potentially define the direction of the club for several seasons.
Good. Collection. That's the word. I don't know. From Whitehouse there as that ball came in. Because again, she's got to be switched on. Yeah,
because you've got Shannon O'Brien, who we've talked about loads, and also a Welsh international forward in Hannah Kane, who's played at the Euros and whatever else. So she's not.
Exactly. Yes.
She's not facing shabby opposition or opposition where she can look at it and go, yeah, okay, but if they get a chance in front of me, they might be an extra second slow.
Might be able to take it, yeah. Yeah, 100%. This is...
That's Mary McAteer, isn't it? Obviously, we've watched her play. She's played for both our clubs.
Yes. We know she's... She may be little, but she is fierce. He just went barreling into that one, didn't she?
She just wasn't stopping, was she? That's my ball.
That's a bit of a knee as well. That's a bit.
That's right under the ribs. That's
wind in her.
That'll knock the breath out of you, I'd imagine.
Yeah, Teeny looks pretty winded on the floor, doesn't she? Oh, ouch.
There's a potential of broken ribs and all sorts as well. So.
Well, that's the thing. You go in with force, yeah.
And Sam Tierney being vital for Leicester.
Yes.
Can I just ask a question? Nothing to do with this. What's going on here?
Oh, yeah. So
don't put me on the camera.
Here is. Let's see if we can show you. Apparently, our cat's melted.
A puddle of Nancy.
Just a puddle of Nancy.
That's okay. I've got a baby with a very sweaty head as well. So.
And thanks to that feline interlude, Sam Tierney is now back up.
Good.
Simply having used one of her lives for this afternoon. And Karen Hill's using that opportunity. There's a lot of people down there. I wonder if there'll be people for the broadcast and all sorts. Having done it, there's someone that normally sits normally in the stands behind, but maybe they've just sat down the bench. You'll be relaying to the commentators, so-and-so's coming on. And this is what's going on down by at least we haven't had any of that ridiculous in-game interview rubbish.
Oh, God, yeah. It's like, just let the managers focus.
Oh, that's a clever set piece. Or it would have been.
Yeah. If that would have worked. Yeah, that was a really nice thinking there. Take it short, get it out wide.
Good job Hannah Kane was awake.
Well, yeah, she's the only one. Just looking at kind of how everyone else is just acting, really, the players, it just looks like a bit lost. Lost in the box there.
And cleared away again. Corner that doesn't.
Yeah, corner comes in. Header in, header back out. Karen Mee is trying. Oh, ball comes back in. But too much of a curve. Too much of a curve.
Lucy Fitzgerald has missed it.
As well. But again, take your chances. She saw the ball at her feet, no one around her. Maybe could have had another second, maybe.
Yeah, but they're going to snatch it, aren't they? Because the nerves that they're going to be.
But that's the thing. But the good thing about that is she did it and she had a go, and you never know what could happen from it.
I love how the analyst sat next to Karen Mills just looks like has got the kind of concentration face that just looks like he doesn't want to be there. Like he clearly does, obviously, because he's working, but he's just sat there like literally the camera's on him. He just sat there for about 10 seconds. Just there's Chris. Hello, Chris.
Hello, Chris, mate. I would click it on the screen, but we're down by a baby.
Whistles hit one. Oof, that was probably a lot further away than it looked.
Right.
That was probably a camera.
Into Bissell. Oh, no, that did look close, didn't it?
I reckon that's a camera angle moment, and we'll find out it's actually floated like
It floated
across
really
the edge of the 6-yard box or something.
Right, let's have a look at a different angle. Yeah.
Yeah, that's nowhere near.
Oh, let's have a look. Yeah. Oh, but you look at the way that they're working together, like Jodie Hutton on that overlap with Muya there, and you're just thinking, yeah, they've got this down. Like that's better passing than some clubs have shown in the WSL.
Karen Muya's been active in the first half hour or so.
Yes. And we've said through the season, haven't we, just how much of a threat she is. And again, this Charlton side, I think we mentioned as well, maybe they don't have, your big household names because, WSL 2 probably isn't at that point yet unless you watch it. But they've got some cracking players that deserve to be up there.
And Muya's just stepped in and won the ball again after McLaughlin was a little bit.
Oh,
you don't want to say lazy.
No, but she wasn't alert to it, was she? She didn't go back on.
She was waiting for the ball to come to her, and
yes, instead of being active. Yeah. And then,
because it's always tricky criticising. It seems for some reason it seems to be a lot easier to actively criticise men's players.
It's very easy to criticise.
But
we're going to be doing a lot of that with the World Cup coming up. Don't you worry.
With the women's, it's like they should be criticised, but also you're aware that a lot of criticism of women's players in particular isn't in good faith. So you kind of try and modify it a bit.
Well, that's the thing. I think that's what we're pretty good on this podcast is very much we're not looking at it to be overly critical or anything like that, but it's a pure comment on what we see, and just for what it is, and not with any intention behind it other than to just discuss.
Oh, what are you doing, Yuli T-ball there? Just dwells on the ball. That could have been.
You've got two players on you. What are you doing?
That's got to go.
Comes back in. Oh, if Mary Mack was a bit further up. This has been a very, very good first half for Charlton.
It's been an excellent spell, hasn't it?
Yes.
So, I'm assuming this one is the rules wise. There isn't any weird. This goes straight to penalties or anything. This is your box.
Not that I've seen. I think.
As far as we know, it's your bulk standard 90 minutes plus 30 plus penalties if required.
I believe so. Yeah. But yeah, we'll keep it up to date if it changes. But yeah, just slightly the wrong angle on that header, wasn't it, from Bissell? But you just think they're getting closer.
If I'm Mick Passmore, I'm worried about this because Charlton are just starting to build up a head of steam and growing in confidence. And Leicester are very much just kind of sitting there and absorbing it rather than actively trying to. Because that's the WSL side. They're the ones who probably should be imposing themselves in the game more.
Well, they're the ones that should be in control, really, shouldn't they? And saying, no, we're going to fight for our place and we're going to go for it.
That main stand looks pretty full down.
It does, yeah. It was just a side note, it was the Villa Open training today.
Nice.
That season ticket holders could go along to. However, in full World Sevens prep, so people are advised maybe don't act it like a meet and greet. Oh, chaos in the box. Oh, no one can get a foot to it. Oh.
For World Sevens prep, that's just smaller games, isn't it? Presumably.
I think it's going to suit Villa. I've only got 7 players left. Everyone else is gone.
Just because pro players often there are certain drills pro players like and certain they don't. Just turning up right. We're playing the World Sevens, so 5-a-side. Just our end of training session 5-a-side tournaments just for the whole next couple of weeks.
I think it's going to be a lot of fun. But we were looking at different opportunities, weren't we? And I think with some squads have gone really serious with it. And it's like, no, bring some academy players. Bring the youngsters through.
Because there's a decent chunk of money on it, I'd imagine. Clubs have
that's the thing.
We'll have some fun with it, but there's £1 million.
Yeah, but again, Leicester won half time. I read that as Leicester want the money for World Sevens. Yes.
That's their whole budget for next season if they win it.
Yeah. But what Lindsay's saying there, the team Villa have picked are literally everyone not injured and not in the academy. Well, like Millie Round, she was picked for 5 minutes during the season. Just again, if there are any Villa fans watching as well, on our Part of the Pride podcast, we did an end of season quiz, and that was really fun. So do go back to Thursday's episode, and we gave out our podcast awards as well. But yeah, at half time as well, we can tell you a bit about what our summer plans are going to look like for the pod. I've had a few chats with our lovely Sam as well, so we can tease some bits that's going to be coming up.
I have realised actually. I didn't realise it was the 28th or 30th. I'm actually down in London next weekend.
Are you?
I don't think it'll go well if I just tell the people I'm seeing, right, actually change your plan from what we were going to do. We're going to go.
We're going to go to the GTEC Community Stadium.
We're going to go to one of the worst, well, not one of the worst, but one of the smallest Premier League stadiums and watch a bunch of teams you don't really care about.
Because where is it? Is it Brentford?
Yeah.
Yeah.
17 odd thousand.
Speaking of, though, I don't know if anyone saw it. It seemed to miss quite a few people, but what I will say about that GTEC Community Stadium, just as we're coming up nearly to half time, did you see that the GTEC did their first ever Community Cup at the weekend? Not the weekend, the other day. This is the weekend for Eric Saturday.
They had a bunch of. Did they have a bunch of like kids teams and?
No, so it was actually Leicester City Women, who we know, of course, from the National League, TFL, and it was their current team plus the Legends 11, Worcester Legends 11. But they got to go to the GTEC Stadium, and they played a proper game, and they hosted it and provided the stadium and provided access and stuff. So it was to promote, obviously, women's football throughout the pyramid and give teams the opportunity to play in these bigger grounds that wouldn't normally have the chance. So yeah, I thought that was a really good initiative. So
it is quite nice as well when you have things like, obviously this is the time when you have finals everywhere and there's the Championship Playoff final today and all the things. But I was reading the other week they had the FA Vars final at Wembley.
The FA Vars just sounds ridiculous, doesn't it?
Which is the non-league FA Cup, basically. And
yes,
Coventry United got to the semi-finals of it. So we nearly had 2 Coventry teams. Well, one Coventry team win the championship and the other one potentially with a trip to Wembley. It's CBS Arena South at this point. And it was nice reading things like one of the players for AFC Stoneham, I think it was.
Yeah.
Actually had to have a word with his work. Oh, meanwhile, that's cleared away. That's very, very nearly. He'll catch up for you.
Oh, that had to be cleared.
And Shan O'Brien's just had one cleared off the line as well. It's all a bit chaotic. All of a sudden.
Oh. But hey, again, Charlton switched on because that could have easily gone in either time.
It all gets a bit chaotic for strikes either way.
They're the chaotic pinballs that can change games, aren't they?
Oh, that is a save from Sophie Whitehouse, though.
Oh,
that is incredible.
The reason why she's Golden Glove.
When you see it, that's incredible. She was going the wrong way and throws herself like back against. She's going left, and then the ball's driven through the middle, and Whitehouse somehow goes back against her own momentum.
Oh, she's
one-handed to save.
Oh. And luckily for Charlton, the cross that comes in hits the side netting.
Gilly Flaherty, let's say, is currently in raptures, as she should be, about that Sophie Whitehouse save. Showing a replay of it again now.
As it should be, yeah.
That's not the greatest angle that they've picked. Maybe they picked the one behind the goal. BBC or WSL broadcasters, whoever's doing it.
I'll tell you what I love about that Sophie Whitehouse replay as well. She shouts yes because she's like, yes, I did it. I made that save.
Sophie Whitehouse, of course, providing one of the viral moments of last season when she appeared on a clip. She gets beaten by a free kick, and you just very audibly hear, as she realises it's curling into the corner, you just very audibly hear this, oh, shit, as it's dropping into the corner.
I love it. Oh, and again, it's just the personalities of the teams you just absolutely love. And this is why we love having Chris in the chat. Trying to find out if Secretary pens it, but can't find much. Yeah, unfortunately, they don't tend to overly publish much news, which is quite annoying. Lindsay said there, do you think fitness is going to impact the last 30 minutes? Yeah, the tempo can't be sustained. I think this is where they need to be, and maybe why Leicester set up more defensively, thinking, oh, we might be able to get them in that final third of the game. But yeah, I just think maybe control the tempo a bit more, just be a bit more careful. But they'll know all this. But if they want to be a WSL team, they need to.
I don't know if the microphones are just really, really well placed or whatever. But Sarah Malin gets fouled down in the corner, and Ellie Mason basically is like loose ball and goes full in and treads on her foot. But the scream from Sarah Malin for the first second, you're like, oh, well, she's really damaged herself. And then she just picks herself back up and it's like, oh, okay, clearly fine. But it was a proper full kind of noise. And you're like,
yellow card for that. I think sometimes as well, do you think, and people do it in everyday life, don't they? When something happens and you're not expecting it, it's almost like you yell for the anticipation of the pain. So when it doesn't come, you're like, oh.
Yeah, but let's just say if I'd ever been mic'd up playing ice hockey, I'd probably been cancelled. With the amount of growls and screams and swearing every time I'm battling for a puck or whatever.
Battling for a puck. That's quite a satisfying sentence.
There was some fun stuff, phases to say in ice hockey that I try and get into football commentary occasionally. But it's kind of difficult. It's kind of difficult to get the word spearing into football commentary, unless you talk about a ball spearing into the corner, perhaps.
Into the corner, yeah.
I think Beth Mead will join Viv Miedemar at Man City.
That's the strongest rumour going, isn't it? Yeah.
I think, and I know it's easy to say, but I think the little extra wrinkle that we have in women's football, where you have players in relationships with other players in the league, will sometimes Because let's face it, if you're in a relationship and you're given the opportunity to play on a team with your partner, you're going to, aren't you?
Yeah, or at least close to, so you can actually live together, see each other now and again. Because it does play a huge part in it. Yeah, it does. So I think not in the men's game as well. People just assume they can just pick up their family and move wherever, but of course it impacts their partners as well, doesn't it? Being away from family and stuff. So yeah, it's just one
in
game. Oh,
at 0-0.
If Emma Bissell was just the other side. Oh. But yeah, hopefully everyone's put their sun cream on.
Coventry has just used a wonderful word. They've referred to it as attritional in the first half.
Oh.
Which?
Attritional.
Here's a weird question that is really, really boring, but the kind of thing that we ask.
Hey, it's half time at 0-0. You ask away.
And it would also appear that BBC have basically just taken what would normally be on the YouTube coverage with slightly different graphics, because the actual game presentation is very much just the YouTube. And then at half time they've got the BBC halftime graphics, and which they've just taken straight from Opta, and I know that working for things.
Oh,
the stats stuff that you can do with BBC graphics is me as a stats nut, it's so much fun. But even for stuff like social media, they're just directly connected into Opta, so you don't even have to type scores in. If you're making a thing, you literally
from there.
It just pulls it and it has the scores underneath and everything, and you can just go have a number one, or you can have a score one, or whatever else.
Very good. Oh, there we go. Yeah, in the chat there, evening. See, done it again. No, afternoon. I see Leicester getting stronger as the game goes on. Yeah, they took a while, didn't they? It took a while to really settle in.
Also, it's up to match as well. Fair play to you.
Oh, well, good luck, Johnny, mate. Good luck.
The very best luck. May every decision be easy.
Yes, and not get any backlash from parents, because we all know that's the big one at grassroots. But yeah, so the first half still 0-0. Of course, if you're just joining us now, welcome to the pod. But chances for both sides. If I can get that, I'm just in the wrong.
This is one of those things. Looking at the punditry for this game, this is one of those things where either all the big pundits are on holiday.
Well, Emma Sanders is there. I know that one. Don't know if I've seen anyone else there, but just stats wise, Charlton have had 3 shots with none on target. Leicester have had 6 shots with 2 on target. I do
enjoy. I'm just enjoying the conversations, because I'm assuming a lot of people will be in Oslo. Even your Tom Garys, your Catherine Batts, your Megan Fingers.
Well, I had to laugh because Leanne Sanderson posted, if people thought Lisbon Airport was bad, Oslo's worse. There's only 2 people on. Everyone's clearly landed at the same time. You imagine.
As we know, they should have either played in Lisbon or Madrid.
Well, exactly. Can't be going that far enough.
It's outrageous, frankly.
But yeah, how dare Caroline Graham-Hansen want to play in her own country? Because I think I read somewhere she grew up like 5 minutes from the stadium or something. So
I would love that conversation when you had Aitana and Patry both going, it's crap, we have to fly 3 hours and it's difficult to get to. And, that just seeing them interviewing, coming into training the following morning, and Caroline Graham-Hansen just going, hey, Patry, hey, Aitana. Interesting interview the other day.
Yeah. What are you saying about my country then? What are you for?
We're Vikings, right? We tend to not react well when annoyed. just the odd heavy challenge going in training that day. I love the idea they just did rondo or tiki-taka crap or whatever Barcelona do for training drills. And they're doing the usual gentle warm-up. And then Aitana gets the ball and suddenly has Graham hands and just goes through her like a train through a vase. What are you doing, Caroline? You know what that was for. Now we'll carry on. It's dealt with.
Revenge has been served. Thank you very much.
Do you want to play in Oslo? Because I can easily arrange that you don't. Like,
I'll save you the air miles.
if you want to stay in Catalonia this weekend, like. And there's Zach as well. Hello, Zach.
Lovely to see you, mate. Thank you. Dropping in before we start training. Oh, lots of people.
Of course, because it'll be first thing in the morning. It'll be fairly early.
Training and reffing. Yeah, of course.
7 training.
Caroline Barker's a lot taller than I thought she was. Because obviously, when you're used to people just sitting down, it's then. There we go. Oh, second tier in Scotland, Kilmarnock did a Charlton. I love that. That's a phrase now. Giving up a 13-point lead with 8 games left to drop into the playoffs. Oh
no, that's hold on. 13-point lead with 8 games left. That's if they made it to 6 games left with the 12. No, I can't count. It's 3 points, not 2.
Have you seen this?
It's okay. It's the heat. It's the heat sending us a bit crazy. But yeah, they're just doing the highlights now from the first half, and Charlton have had some really good opportunities, and I think if they can just, again, it's just if they can capitalise on it, isn't it?
Also, brilliantly, we should congratulate men's football. I know men play football too. We've got to talk about it. Sorry if you feel like we're shoving it down your throats a bit. But in the men's A-League, the Australian League has been won by a team from New Zealand. Brilliantly.
As it should be, yes.
As it should be. Was it Auckland or Wellington? Auckland City.
Auckland City.
Are the A-League champions.
I mean, you can see why they are together in the same league, but it just, it doesn't feel real, does it?
It's a bit, we talk about it's the kind of thing where away trips in Britain, like away trips are a long drive.
England and Wales.
Auckland to Perth is a 5-hour flight.
Oh. And people forget how big Australia is, don't they, as well?
Believe me, with my brother living there, I am more than aware. Hello from Tennessee, Gary. Good morning.
Oh, hello from Tennessee. Gary, one day I'll get over there, mate, because I need to go to the Jack Daniels factory. So there we go. That's what I need to do. But Auckland got thrashed 10-0 in the Club World Cup. I don't know, Chris. Did they both?
They did.
Oh, they did.
because that was one of those questions where it's like, are we really putting we're putting the A-League up against teams who probably shouldn't, they probably shouldn't be playing teams like Manchester United should not be playing Auckland City.
No.
Also, they've just done the Men's World Cup because, of course, there is a Men's World Cup. Apparently. Although in all seriousness, that is weird. It is weird, this World Cup. We're 2 weeks from the start of the World Cup, and just everyone's like, squads are getting announced and everything, and everyone's just kind of going,
Yeah, all right. I think it's just been spoiled a bit, though, hasn't it, with everything that is going on in America and visas and like all of that, and you can't walk to stadiums. You've got to get the official transport, and
which is 115 quid or something.
Yeah, and you just think
because it's
not a proper tournament. It's just a money making exercise, isn't it? But when you think about it, because just for Gary, that's what we like to say. Save you all a drink. Yes, good.
Tennessee honey. That would do lovely.
Yes.
It's not as good as Bushmills Irish honey, but it's a decent one.
I was going to say podcast trip to Tennessee. I think.
I'm saying that because my lovely partner, my lovely fiance, lives about or grew up about how many miles from Bushmills? 10 miles from Bushmills?
Yeah.
About 10 miles from Bushmills. So for my birthday one year, we got to go on a tour of the distillery.
Also neighbours. There we go. Lovely.
Well, Northern Ireland is practically neighbours in that part, but yeah, what was very funny. Oh, we're really doing a very, very large boxing belt discussion now because Fran Hennessy, the bantamweight champion in, I am assuming, boxing, judging by the size of the belt. WBC, World Boxing something. Because there's WBC and WBO in boxing, isn't there? It's one of those weird things where you can have 2 world titles. Or if you're Sunderland's Mary Corbin doing kickboxing, you can have what, 6?
About 6, yeah, 6, 7, yeah.
World Boxing Council, apparently.
Council, okay, that sounds good. But yes, just as a reminder, the Champions League is on later. It's on BBC Two, thank you, Chris, and it'll also be on DAZN as well. Also, if anyone's got Disney Plus, the Dream Player Win Barcelona documentary is out now. Haven't watched it yet, but it looks pretty good.
Are we allowed to watch it? You know, do the accommodation standards for even having Aitana and Patri in our houses? Are we allowed, or will they be annoyed that they have to travel in pixels to?
They've astral projected through the tellies into our
I do think actually, because Jonathan asked 2 players. Morning, Toby. I did ask 2 players. Patrick Guijarro is the other player. The other slightly left field player I'd love to see in the WSL.
I would love to see Patrick in the WSL. This is a good question. Yes, we did say we'd come back to this at half time. So this was a strange one that no one was expecting yesterday. And actually tweeted something on the 115 Yards account. So please do give it a follow if you haven't already. Gaining some really good traction lately. I know.
Toby isn't impressed.
I know, Toby's not a fan. But yeah, so essentially what happened is that Charlton Stingers, of course, we've been covering all the playoffs, haven't we? Of the teams who were so close to promotion. They won their Women's National League plate as well the other week. So, you know, they're a really strong team doing some really good stuff, especially over the last couple of years. And what's essentially happened, Paul, and it keeps right on this one, the club has been bought, haven't they? Charlton FC have got new owners. And then what's essentially happened is Stockport County, who, again, look like they were doing some very good things with the women's team, lots of investment, Tracy Neville coming in, Tash Tesgall, who we spoke to from Leafield on our special a couple of months ago. Her and her team, you know, they've gone over there. That looked really good. I think, they're really pushing this. They're going to create something great in Stockport. But what essentially happened is Stockport have now moved their women's team into the Cheadletown FC stadium, and they have disbanded the women's team, the women's first team.
The Cheadletown women's team, yeah.
Yeah, the Cheadletown women's team, yeah. Apparently staff and players didn't know. Apparently they all got released at the same time. This has just gone on hearsay from what I've seen on Twitter, and the backlash has been incredible. And rightly so, really, if your team has been disbanded on a moment's notice. And Paul, again, not to bring it in, of course, but everything that you went through with the Coventry women's team and how in that shambles as well. So yeah, Paul, when you saw that, because obviously quite vocal, I think we both tweeted it, and then Sin 71 tweeted as well, and so we're all kind of getting involved because it didn't feel real, did it?
It's just wrong in so many different ways. It's probably worse than what happened to Coventry United, because with Coventry United, it was the same owners and everything. They just moved, and Rugby Borough had a ground and had a women's or a girls team, but they didn't have a senior women's team. And basically, they said, "Hey, do you want to flat pack a women's team and come and play here?" And the owner did for a bunch of reasons. One of which was possibly the rent at what is now the Nick Newbold Stadium in Butts Park, because obviously it's the rugby stadium. So that was that. But this is basically, no, we'll have your ground, see ya. You know, they're two separate teams, as Freya mentioned. And Cheadletown were one game from the third tier.
Yeah.
As well.
So close.
And they've
even, I mean, it would still be harsh if they were like a complete non-league local club. Like, even if they weren't as high as they are, it would still be horrendous. But the fact that, like we've just said, they were so close to promotion.
I mean, you know, in the men's tier,
yeah,
this is the equivalent of a League One team going, right, we're moving to the ground of the League One, the nearest League One team down the road, and just say, right, they don't exist anymore.
Yeah, you're ours now. Yeah.
I mean, the problem this makes as well for the league is how do they work making up numbers and stuff? Because if Cheadletown have basically disappeared from the Women's National League Division 1, is it North? Is it full Division?
Yeah, it would have been, yeah.
Yeah, the full Division 1 North. You know, they've just basically said, yeah, see ya. You're now Stockport County, who were already in there.
Well, Stockport are quite far down the pyramid, though, aren't they?
Stockport were same league, I think. Certainly, I remember a couple of years ago when Coventry United played them in the FA Cup, and they were fourth tier.
Let me check that. But
yeah, in the nicest possible way, having seen the commentators, they're definitely, on the one hand, it's great that BBC Two are showing it. On the other hand, they've clearly just taken the YouTube production rather than actually gone, right, we'll treat this the same way we treat the WSL game and put Robin Cowan or Pien Muhlenstein or Vicky Sparks on it. It's like,
oh yeah, so they finished seventh this season, Stockport County, and Cheadletown Stingers were second. Yeah, so it's just.
I did see the point made as well by a fan of football in. Oh, is it my geography's best? Football in the northwest. There we go, because Stockport near Manchester.
Yes.
And Cheadle is also near Manchester. But someone did make the point that the Cheadletown men's team obviously play way down the leagues. And the point was made that Cheadletown Stingers women had a very good FA Cup run by, fourth tier standards.
Yeah.
And would have made quite a considerable amount of money from fourth tier standards from that FA Cup run.
Yeah.
And someone made the point, that probably actually subsidised the men's team, who basically are down at the level of playing for expenses only.
Well, that's the thing, yeah. They had a really, really good setup. So yeah, it's murkied the water a little bit. But what I thought was quite interesting is someone quote tweeted my reaction on the 115 yards account, tagged Tracy Neville in it.
Oof.
She's then quoted it to the guy who messaged it and said, well, why don't you come and have a chat and make a good cup of tea or make a good brew or something like that? And I thought, yeah, okay, you know where this is going to go. You're open to that conversation. So yeah.
So it's like, right, we'll have one after the ball ball 115 yards over the summer. Job done.
Yeah,
collaboration. Women in football, Tracy Neville, because
well,
because apart from
just,
anything else, none of the big reporters have mentioned it because it's not relevant enough.
Which is rendered, but they were. I mean, our friend of the pod, Don Gary, was talking about, of course, all the restructure as well that's been going on with the Women's National League and how that's going to look, and the PGA teams look like they are going to now be part of the pyramid,
which is a mess.
but the north-south divide's not now going to be a thing. The mid-season split, sorry. Don't mind.
That is an absolute mess because I believe the Spanish league does the same thing where you have the likes of Barca B team and Madrid.
Well, that's what they're looking at. The Barca B team is doing very well, and that's where they're getting their youth through.
But the trouble is, the Barca can't be promoted. Barca B can't be promoted from Liga 2. And someone made the point, you've got Barca B or a couple of others who are basically, doesn't matter about results, we'll just play and we'll try and win, and we'll do okay. But they're playing against teams like Valencia who are scrapping for every point and trying to get up into
and that's what people are saying. These PGA teams are going to have more money than most of the clubs they're playing against. So, and I think it was Dan McNamara said, "Well, why don't the big clubs trust tier 3 and 4 with their youngsters a bit more, rather than saying, oh well, we want to stick them, keep them with us."
I mean, I'm reminded of, again, in Football Managers, they have the things where you can bind an affiliate team and literally just, and obviously with the women's football being in Football Manager now, which is very good, by the way, or is better. There were some issues where they clearly hadn't done the gender mapping, so you'd be playing as Liverpool.
Oh, that was good by Mary Mac. Sorry. Yeah.
Yellow card in Brooklyn.
Did she get one? I was going to say she's got to be careful to not get a yellow, but there we go. Feisty Liv.
Clumsy challenge, really. It
was very obvious, knowing the ref sight on your shoulder as well. But yeah, surely it made more sense. You know how certain towns are twinned with other towns in other countries? And
you'd have affiliate teams in tier 3.
Why don't you have that?
Because apart from anything, I suppose the one issue with it is if teams are twinned with, if you have twin teams, then as soon as they get up to the second tier, if Cheadle Town had twinned with Man City, for example, and they got whoever the current equivalent of someone like Gracie Pryor is.
Oh, that was a few inches to the right. That from Ellie Mason would have been.
That would, yeah. That's one of those. She's just had a bit of a go of it, and that's interesting. Yeah. Katie Keane was like, "I'll just watch that over."
Yeah. Just make sure it does not come into this corner. Yeah.
Just leap up and wave at it. It was like, yeah, don't worry, I had it. I knew it was going wide, but I had it covered.
Don't worry, everyone. Price is versa. So yes, it's going to be interesting to see how it actually works, because again, it's penalising the teams that are already there, really, isn't it?
When you look at the reaction from the people regularly involved in tiers 3 and 4, and the people involved with the National League, all basically saying this was kind of ram-raided through. We didn't have. They said there was a consultation, but we were basically turned up and presented with this is what's going to happen. Any questions?
Yes.
Rather than what are your views?
Rather than a consultation. It said something like only 25 out of 72 clubs expressed like a vote of no confidence, essentially. And then most clubs didn't express their thoughts at all. And it's like, well, yeah, but did you give them a chance to? Did you let them know how to? Did you, so yeah, it's just very...
So 25 of 72 is still over a third.
It's a chunk, isn't it? Yeah.
Put it this way, depending on which clubs, if over a third of the WSL turned around and said something wasn't going to happen, if it was the right third of the WSL, nothing would.
No, that's true.
Whereas this, it's just...
Now, we did talk about substitutions earlier and if they'd make an impact. Coming up to 52 minutes 45. It looks like Emily Van Egmond and Ash Neville are coming on for Leicester.
See, this is the thing. That's not a hugely attacking substitution.
And look like Rachel Williams as well, looking in the background.
And that's just, and again, so Rachel Williams is coming on, Leicester are already into the let's keep
You're
the
on the
whole
tweet code.
battering ram.
Hey, it's proven to be successful for United for many years.
53 minutes.
Oh, that is a brilliant name, Chris. B teams in the Scottish Low Leagues found a great club name, Hill of Beath Hawthorn.
Beath Hawthorn.
But also, with Cheadletown Stingers now not being a thing, we've lost a fantastic club name in the women's game now. No one else is using it.
Which obviously isn't the highestly important thing, but still just takes a bit of the romance away that it's now just all. You replace Cheadletown Stingers, and you replace an independent club with a football league club as well, don't you? A men's affiliated football league club, rather than having the two.
Yeah, it's all just. Like I said on my tweet, just a bitter taste, taste and all. But any further information that we will get, we will bring it to you because it is such an important thing. So just confirmation of those changes. Then it is the triple substitution: Ashley Neville, Rachel Williams, and Emily Van Egmond for Hannah Kane, who looks fuming to be coming off. Gale as well, and Yuta Rantala. Interesting.
That's me to LA for Ashley Neville. I think was the third change.
Yes,
that's interesting because why would you not just bring on Hannah Kane for Rachel Williams as a straight swap? Why are you messing about with?
Yeah, why take Rantala off? She's been very good.
I'm trying to work out if that's a change in formation or whether it'll just be Rachel Williams alongside Shannon O'Brien.
Well, let's have a look. Looks like she's a bit deeper, maybe. It's Shannon. Oh. Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that one. See if they have changed it about. Is Miss McLaughlin sporting a double ponytail? Yeah, the double ponytail plaits. They used to do it a lot of Villa. Her, Maz, and Alicia used to do it.
They're not quite pigtails, are they? They're because they're actual ponytails. There's a difference between things, obviously.
Yeah, they're obviously next time I get a shot, I'll let you know. Is it just the one ponytail but two plaits? That's the one, isn't it?
Obviously, as you can tell, I may not be the best person to consult over feminine hairstyles.
Why not? Do you not do that hairstyle?
I have tried to put my hair into a ponytail before. My mum wants me to put my hair into a ponytail, but as I've told her, I don't want to wear a ponytail because whenever you lift one, there's an arsehole underneath. So
Did you hang around your cat too often?
only to be clear here, whenever you lift a ponytail, a male ponytail, there's an arsehole underneath. Oof, that was whipped into the near post and
ball's been delivered now in. Yeah.
I do enjoy, one of my favourite things about commentators is the absolute annoyance, the unconcealed annoyance. The other classic example just from Stephen Wise when there's a corner and nothing happens. and the commentary is just, well, that was a bit disappointing.
Yeah.
Like, okay, fella.
Oh, there's just silence of, and play resumes.
and that possession will return to whoever has the goal kick or whatever.
Yeah. How's Karen Hills wearing black in this weather?
It was World Goth Day yesterday. So there you go.
She's celebrating a day later. There you go. World Goth Day. I used to work with a girl who would go to Whitby because they have the Goth Festival in Whitby.
I bet that was fun. Whitby in 28 degrees going up and down all those steps. Oof.
Yeah.
In full Victorian morning garb. Like,
full veil. Yeah.
Just remember, everybody, goths and emos do, from experience, goths and emos do suffer terribly in the heat at this time of year. So just leave either an absinthe or a can of Monster in a shady place. You see, we have a sense of humour. Everyone says we're miserable. And you can tell, of course, that there's not much happening on the pitch if we're making jokes like that for the first 15 minutes.
It was. See, Chris Cruzy. Oh, it was World Golf Day yesterday. Yes, it was. I was going to say, coming up to the hour mark now, and you just tell, because obviously it's hot. I know we keep saying it, but the heat will be playing a part in this as well. And obviously the likes of Neville and Van Egmond, who we've just seen, do look very, very fresh indeed. So,
how many golf does it take to change a light bulb? None, because we're children of the dark.
And there's an offence to change light bulbs. Oh, there we go.
Shannon O'Brien doing Shannon O'Brien things, because Lucy Fitzgerald, I think, got caught out a bit then. Because she was just
right to the line, isn't it?
And O'Brien.
Yeah, I thought she had more time. Shannon O'Brien's like, no, thank you. I'm fighting for this ball. And it's a corner.
And this is why Leicester fans and Coventry fans and everybody else love her.
And that's the thing. She's exactly the type of player that you want on your team.
That's an amazing one from Howie. I've always had admiration for ponytails when I rang my classmates and got a fully deserved, stupendous right hook. I'm not surprised. You get a red card. You get a red card, of course, in the WSL unless you were Katie McKay.
Oh, yellow card for Janssen, and rightly so. That was very much a cuddle that wasn't needed.
Yeah, that was the old. If you're going to cuddle like that, take her out for dinner first.
Yeah. It's like, if I just pull the shirt at the front, maybe no one will know.
Maybe not. Yeah, maybe no one will notice. I'm not technically pulling the shirt if she's running into my hand. Like,
yeah, I'd like to have a look at Charlton's bench actually and see the options that they've got.
Because it is, in theory, Leicester should have the stronger bench, because if you can bring on players of the level, experience, and
they should
long-term quality of Ash Neville and Rachel Williams, who
it's really hard to do with only one hand, as one is stuck underneath Liberty.
I say this affectionately. Rachel Williams is the finest female example of the football archetype of the cart horse forward I can think of.
Oh, yeah, and I think she embodies that quite specifically. Ross Pierce,
just like, I'm big and I'll keep running, and I'll keep getting in the way of things.
Yeah, making it harder. Okay, so substitutes have got Pedersen, Ross, Pierce, Humphrey, Lockwood. Katie Lockwood might be a good shout. Finlayson, Thestrup, and Waldy as well.
I mean, Amalia Thestrup is a decent striker to bring on in.
Not a bad little substitute, yeah, absolutely.
And that nice little top scorer for her team in the WSL when she played at Bristol City, of course.
Yes.
So she can score at the top level.
Yes. Speaking of Bristol City, 3 departures, I believe. The last couple of days, Jackie Byrne being one of them, goalkeeper. Can we get a time check, please? Yes, absolutely. I am on 62 or 4.
You are 7 whole seconds behind.
7 whole seconds. Oh, Leicester on the attack again. But Paul hasn't responded, so I'm assuming nothing happened. I just get it out on the edge of the box.
The 7 seconds gap, of course, the well-known Nana Cherry.
Very
obscure music joke. Possibly not.
Mother of Mabel, of course. Oh, yes. Oh, the other end. Just taken out from the feet of Geordie Hutton.
They used to sell inflatables with Nana Cherry's face on, until they realised it probably wasn't a good idea to tell everybody to pop Cherry. There we go.
I thought you were going to segue that into like a really cool like cherry bombs joke. No.
Bit of blue for the dads there. There we go.
Bit of blue.
Bit of blue. And again, this is because on the pitch there's not much happening. Though Karen Hills has just made a beauty of a one-handed catch.
Oh, that was nice. Yeah, effortless from Karen there. Yeah, Karen Hills is the kind of coach that you just would love to have as a player, wouldn't you? Just very, very cool, very calm, knows the stuff.
Has been around for many, many, many years. Done it at the top
I
level.
was 24 elephants behind.
I mean, considering most 24 elephants is probably a decent time check, given that most of the ads appear to be for like Thai beer, which is an interesting.
I know, yeah. And British Gas.
And British Gas. Other
I
gas
think I saw Graham, yeah. So behind the dugout, he's either 2 or 3 rows back. I can't remember. But he's definitely there. Oh, Leicester driving forward again. Looked like Charlton were ready to make a change as well. Didn't quite see who it was though. There we go.
One of the many reasons I loved commentating on Mary McAteer is because she's one of the few distinctive hairstyles in.
You know it's her straight away. Yes.
You know it's her straight away.
Absolutely. And it is interesting because I think once you've obviously all that had to be deflected, well done, Fitzgerald. Yeah, once you watch it and you kind of pick up people's quirks and even like their body language and how they turn and how they run. But if you're new to it and you just see a sea of ponytails, pretty much
ponytails of various colours.
Yeah, then it can be quite hard. But yeah, Mary Mackey, spot from Malloy. It's great.
And it also doesn't help as well because a lot of in the lower leagues, perhaps we were talking about this when we were watching Wolves versus Plymouth, the physical makeup of players seems different. Like they're stockier, they're like more. Whereas because in the WSL they're all top athletes and everyone insists that top athletes have to fit a very narrow.
Have to look a certain way, yeah.
Certain way. You can't even tell the difference of people by body type. Although this could be interesting for Charlton because Sophie Whitehouse is down in some pain.
I was going to say that was a brilliant collection from her, though. But what is wrong? Is it a shoulder? Is it a knee? Is it? Oh no, she needs to be back up.
Oof! Which Leicester player disappears into the stand? Did you see that? I wonder if we'll see it. There's at the back post.
That's
absolutely disappears. I'm trying to work out if that was Shannon or
I think it's Rachel Williams.
He's going in at the back post and goes full disappearing into the stands there. It's like,
yeah, I think it's Rachel Williams.
A selfie with Roseanne.
Oh, here we go. Looks like the first.
Is this test up for Bissell? Is this straight change up front?
We would assume. Oh, looks like it. Camera's panned to Bissell.
I think it is a straight swap.
Straight swap. Well, I've had 2 followers on the accounts that's doing this. Thank you all. It's good.
It's good to see that they can't pronounce Amalia Testrup's name.
What have they said?
Thestrup.
Thestrup.
Apparently, she's a Harry Potter flipping animal or something.
Oh, close. That's true. But that's obviously through an English lens. Then it is a Thestrup, isn't it, rather than the native Thestrup?
Technically, Amalia Grunbach Testrup.
Oh,
if you're doing it properly.
If you know your stuff, yeah. Oh, look at that. That's a brilliant
double names. That is a lovely shot on the BBC, incidentally.
Yeah, that's really nice.
That was a lovely drone shot.
Mm. Yep, can't forget Sophie Whitehouse with the cooling towel. There we go. Cooling breaks, of course, because of how hot it is. I think Graham said it was going to be, 27, 28 down there today?
Indeed. I've just realised why, you know what I was saying earlier on, they haven't exactly gone for the top 2 pundits. They're probably all doing the Champions League final, aren't they?
Probably. Yeah, probably. Sophie from Girls on the Ball is just behind there. Behind the hoarding.
I have heard a lot of the voices of people like Sophie Downey and whatever else because I've worked with her on commentary and whatever, but I don't know what they look like, obviously, because so
it's used to their voices, yeah.
I'm not like our Chloe or you or other people, mixing in the press box. No, the Valley doesn't have a pit.
Oh, I was going to say you are far behind if you've just seen Rachel Williams absolutely stacking it. I need to stop laughing. She's jumping every time I'm loud. If you've just tuned in and you're wondering what this thing is, if you can just see the hair, there is a baby here asleep.
That is a baby. That's Toby. And we actually have a normal-looking cat now. She's rolled over, so she's just on the side. She's still melting because of the heat. Because it's 26 degrees in our living room.
It's 26 and a half in my living room,
which apparently is technically, if it gets another half a degree, we can knock off.
Hey,
because I was doing a BBC shift the other day, and there was a big debate over whether or not people had to come into work and what temperature.
Because the temperature.
They were playing it a bit for laughs. One of the producers was like, "Apparently, you don't have to come in." He's like, "You work in an air-conditioned office, an air-conditioned studio."
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been a penalty in Scotland. You'll know which bit I mean when you see the replay.
Okay.
It's a good block from McIntyre to concede a corner, mind you, because Rick Passmore is a Benidorm dad. He's there.
He is.
Wearing shorts and a t-shirt with a massive Adidas logo. And
does say Foxes underneath, so it is technically on brand.
Hair slicked back and whatever. And it's just
Costa del Speni, 19 degrees.
Costa del Speni.
Oh,
it's just going to be. You just get the feeling Rick Passmore is going to, after the game, Rick Passmore is going to walk into the nearest pub and go.
Oh, is that going to be a foul? No. Oh, that's interesting.
He does look like he's just going to walk into a pub and go, Pedro, dos cervezas, por favor. Like,
dos birros, yeah.
Dos birros. Do you do chips?
Oh, bless him. He does seem like a lovely man, but just, maybe.
Highly experienced manager as well. I've previously managed Notts County amongst others.
Leicester again. Onto the edge of the box. Cross comes in, well deflected.
There's an interesting bit actually. If you read the book Unsuitable for Women, Unsuitable for Females, even.
Okay.
Rick Passmore features quite heavily in it at one point because they're discussing not the bankruptcy of Notts County. And how that happened just before the season. Obviously, Rick Passmore was the manager for that one.
Ash Neville not happy she got tripped over after taking someone else out. Tit for tat. Only 16. Whereabouts are you for 16? Mine's
Unsuitable for Females, of course, by the lovely Carrie Dunn, who we interviewed.
Yes,
and
friend of the pod, Carrie Dunn, yeah. Where's mine?
Fantastic figure in women's football.
It's currently 23 where I am.
Street.
But it's clouded over now, which is quite annoying. Got up early to take the dog when it was really, really hot at like 7 this morning. I think it will be in the main bit, and now it's clouded over. So you would have been fine.
24 degrees. It was 28 here yesterday.
Oh, apparently it's going to be 30 on Monday. I'm not excited about that.
An actual warm bank holiday. It's great. It's great because it gave me an excuse to walk into work in an Iron Maiden sleeveless top.
Well, exactly. Perfect.
And it was quite funny because at the BBC they haven't seen me. They know I like rock and metal because obviously you talk about it, but they haven't seen me in full. And just casually walking in with like the black hair hanging down and tattoo show and everything like. Oh, you are a metalhead, aren't you? Like, yes.
That's me. Thank you very much.
I nearly nicked the line. One of the greatest music conversations I've ever had was when we were listening to someone who suddenly we don't see anymore playing ice hockey, and on his Spotify he had the full extended version of the DuckTales theme that he played, and we know. And when we noted this,
This story has swearing in it. So.
we went. I went.
No. For Janssen, Janssen's already on a yellow, isn't she?
She's also a centre back wearing number 10, which is a yellow card offence by herself. But there we go. There's Karen's reaction. There you go. 1 to 11, 12 till 16 substitutes. Goalies wear 1 and 13. Honestly, game's gone as soon as they started putting names on the back.
That's how a proper game should be played. Yes, indeed.
I do remember actually because I'm old enough to remember the Premier League bringing in squad numbers and just the weirdness of playing Watford where their strikers wore 39 and 38 because they've been signed mid-season.
So they didn't have the numbers left. Go on, close it down. That was well worked to get back from Charlton there. Rachel Williams should have probably been able to shoot from there, but yeah, Chris has put in the chat there. That can't be real. Tasty.
That's tasty. That is.
That's it. Legal actions if they don't win. What
I can kind of see that argument because Hull will turn around and go, "Hold on, we were ready and prepared, and the other team cheated, so we should have a bye."
Right. Yes.
By just turning around and saying, "Right, okay, we'll put the losing team from the semi-final who aren't there. We're the only team in the final there on sporting merit at this point, so we should be promoted." Because
that makes more sense. Well, oh, hello.
Afternoon, Toby.
I know you've got a hot head. I know. Oh, you're hot. Come here.
15 minutes of normal time to go, by the way. The time check. I'm just going to show you from Kerry's phone turning up at Wembley.
Give me 2 seconds. Oh,
that's decent. Apparently, there was a picture that went viral on Football Lad Twitter as well of a Middlesbrough fan travelling down on the train in full ghillie camouflage and binoculars.
Oh, another yellow card. Who's that for? Is that for Karen Muir?
That is Karen Muir, and to be fair, that's what one might refer to as a cynical trip on Ash Neville.
Just running.
They are fun those because it always makes me laugh because it's one of those things where when you see trips like that, you kind of sat there going, people don't really trip like that. You get tripped at speed, and then you're like, you do fly through the air if someone kicks a lot. So it's one of those things. Perhaps everyone who's pontificates about why don't players just stay on their feet should experience fight. Okay, well, we'll have your heel clipped at high speed and see if you can stay on your feet. As Leicester work the ball around. Patient is a polite way of putting it, I think, about Leicester's build-up. And then McLaughlin is still trying to force her way through and make a nuisance of herself. Oh, a nice little shove for Liv McLaughlin as well. So I'm getting a bit tasty. Some cracking commentary as well. Just a sense things are starting to get more serious. 78 minutes into a playoff final. But we're sitting in. I'm going back to Johnson's question earlier on. I'm trying to think which two players I'd love to see in the WSL. Offre's doing a thing. I think Patrick Guijarro and Eva Payol will just nick two Barca players. Charlton bring on Mia Ross as well. They're going for this by the looks of it because Mia Ross is a more attacking player. Come on from Carrie Mia. Katie Lockwood coming on as well. Mystique have confirmed a reunion.
Oh, what's the football?
No, this was Chris letting us know in the chat that Mystique have confirmed a reunion.
Chris, what's the football?
Yeah, Chris, watch the football. And how are you over in Glasgow? Oh, how are you in Glasgow? Oh, I bet last weekend was fun for you then. To say the least. I feel bad about all the Scots FA jokes now.
Don't.
As Charlton try and make their way forward, and that is surprisingly not a free kick. We just had the joyous bit of Ash Neville sticks a foul in on Lucy Fitzgerald and then stands there like she's in Rocky IV. If she dies, she dies. Trying to work out. Yeah, you did kick a leg from under her, Ash. You did kick a leg from under her. In case you're wondering why Freya's gone silent, everybody, she's on baby duty.
Baywatch. What?
Like she's on Baywatch. Freya's on Baywatch. Some people stand in the darkness.
In my defense, I'm not well.
I'm just trying to make her laugh out loud here. And yes, I agree. How the game doesn't want to be decided. You can tell it's tense. Even the Charlton drummer in the crowd is just standing there, doesn't want to actually hit his drum. He's just panicking a little. This could be interesting. No, it's not, unfortunately. That's the classic commentary there. Chad O'Brien to Rachel Williams. Leicester just threatening a little here. You get the feeling that a goal now is probably going to decide it, even though there's 9 minutes to go. Leicester just cannot string two passes to get the vital pass going. I love how my voice dropped to keep the tension going. It's almost unconscious, this one. So sorry if I've gone a bit quiet. That's a strike just wide. And that's Sam Tierney, who's hit one from a distance. Hearts bottled it. That's a bit harsh, Howie. Bit harsh. Having sat there watching it, and now you've had the Scottish FA basically admit that the penalty that meant it went to the final day in the first place shouldn't have been given. So we'll see if there's any legal action in Scotland. And commentary-wise, we're now talking about how we're now trying to decide whether Charlton having 3 weeks off to prepare for Leicester has worked in their favour or not. Ironically, just as
Settled.
the Leicester player goes down with cramp. Oh, thank heaven you're back.
It just, yeah, bless her. She woke up really suddenly.
You wouldn't know I talk for a living, would you? I'm sat there desperately trying to.
Oh, you're great.
It's I can do it. I can do it in the radio when I'm just talking to myself, and I know I'm talking for 40 seconds at a time. But when you're trying to talk non-stop and sound interesting,
Hey, and this new fact that I'm just going to go. Yeah, no, I would have unmuted sooner, but just it was constant.
Just making sure.
I don't want to put people through that.
Well, apparently you're on Baywatch now.
Yeah, I heard that.
Did you hear that? Just
No one wants to see that. There we go. Baywatch. Oh, back in the day, Pam Anderson.
that's a Team Chaos summer holiday, just us all slowly running towards the camera in like.
Yeah. Exactly. So yes, another cooler break then. I agree with this one. You know, I don't want the game to be decided by mistake. Yeah, I don't want it to get to a point where it's someone's fatigue or just some of the decision making, like right at the final minute. That's going to be absolutely devastating for either team, but especially Charlton, because if Leicester do nick something, I think Charlton ideally would have been the ones who've had the slightly better game, maybe. Yeah. Would you say overall? So yeah, it'll be awful if it does come down to.
I do think, because I was saying you probably had. I do think if a goal goes in now, it's the winner. But like I know football is we know drama in football and all that sort of stuff, but
yeah, I think with the look both teams have had. If one goes in, then yeah, I think I'd agree.
I also think if it does, let's face it, if it does go in, the team that scores is just going to go 11-0, aren't they? Rest of the game, well, 10-0, obviously goalie. But
so I know I did stats earlier on, didn't I? Leicester haven't had any more shots on target. They're still on 2. They've had 9 shots. Charlton up to 5. So it hasn't been a particularly highly successful.
It's been a classic playoff final, hasn't it? Because it's the trouble with finals is they're either amazing or they're the kind where you sit there and everyone panics. They end 1-0 or whatever. Yeah,
and especially the way Leicester started, you know, Charlton have proved that they're worth to be. They've deserved to be in this playoff. So yeah, it'd be a shame if nothing comes for it.
Also, level of heat. I've just, too professional that I am, I've managed not to react, but I've just absolutely walloped my foot because we have like an IKEA table in the living room, and I've got my feet resting on it, and it's
which you shouldn't, by the way,
and it's bare metal, and my feet are apparently sweating. My foot just slipped off and went full thud, and I was like, you know.
I just love that Perry's gone, well, you should have your foot up on it anyway, so right.
Get your goddamn feet on the table.
But also we've got a rug in the living room, but we've got, what's the floor that's not lino and not wooden, but like
laminate?
It might be laminate, yeah. But basically my feet are slipping all over the floor because I've got bare feet because it's very, very hot. I might as well be ice skating around the living room. I could do the moonwalk with fresh shoes.
Shannon O'Brien, though, if she connected with that cross properly, that could have been it, couldn't it?
She did go for she went for the Sam Kerr volley, didn't she? Like
she properly went for it and just couldn't get that connection.
It was behind her, and she wasn't going to pull it down, and that's another one. One of those players walk off is another one of those players. It's just unexpected quality. Why is Banana Man in the front row?
Well, why not?
I wonder if that's Graham's costume.
Could you imagine?
Because see, you know what Graham looks like. I don't, so I'm like, I can spot him, but I haven't seen him.
How do you know what Graham looks like?
Because
Swaby coming on. Is Swaby been injured? Why hasn't she been on?
Yeah,
I think she's
not been stable. See, the thing with Leicester's bench now, we're basically we've only got defenders, so we'll just bring a defender on and go for extra time.
Yeah. That's how it's looking, isn't it, at the moment? Yeah.
There's Missy Goodwin on the bench, I suppose,
Yes.
as a potential. But
Yeah. I don't want it to look like it's looking. So come on, Charlton. Bring some jeopardy, come on. So Graham is, if you look at the home dugout, I think he's 2 up and 3 in. He's in the red Charlton shirt. So next time he's on the... Oh,
I'll keep an eye. As Van Engman just kind of does a speculative. That's what in commentator speak or football reporter speak. That was what we might call a speculative effort.
yes, tried to see the attempt, but just not quite enough.
She didn't really have. This is the thing when we were saying earlier on about Leicester coming in a bit downtrodden and whatever. I don't know how he's just like feet off the bloody table. I can hear that in a Glasgow accent.
Get your feet off the bloody table.
Which Kerry has helpfully provided.
The audio for it
Would be stronger, but it's 20 past 2.
Yeah,
So
she edited it for our
we appreciate it, Kerry. We do.
for our sensitive
for
our sensitive English ears, and also she didn't want to wake Toby up.
Right, coming into the 89th minute.
He's had to talk time to You've got to teach him someone else's kid how to score.
Oh, that was nice.
You haven't been told off until you've been told off by a Northern Irish person.
The fear that it strikes.
We've done that joke several times. The accent that sounds more intimidating, the quieter it is.
Yeah.
And that's just a Belfast. Just one of the most intimidating things a Northern Irish person can say.
8 minutes of added time.
8.
8? Where's it come from? I know there's been a couple of players down, but they weren't down for long.
Does the drinks break count towards injury time? Presumably the clock stops, doesn't it?
I mean, it shouldn't, should it? Because it's not. It's not forced in a sense, is it? It's planned, so yeah, clock should just stop, shouldn't it? 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Not a fan of that.
I'd love to learn the Northern Irish talent of just gently threatening someone, but just quietly going, I wouldn't do that if I were you. And just leave like don't do that.
Look away slowly.
Northern Irish is just I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Yeah, because you're into the hard thing now of if both teams settle for, okay, we'll go into extra time and whatever, you don't then want to be caught off guard thinking the other team's doing that.
Yeah.
And then get caught.
Of course there is theory, commentary has just mentioned it, and there is theory. Leicester City men relegated to the 3rd tier. Oh dear, how sad. But actually, we could, both in the Championship and the Premier League, we could still potentially have the dream outcome for a team where they win a title and their biggest rivals get relegated. So, Coventry and Leicester happened, and it could be Arsenal and Spurs in the Premier League. You don't want to be leaving a pass short in your own penalty area in the 92nd.
God, no.
God.
Just boot it. Just literally. Don't have to be pretty with it.
Through it.
Yeah, literally. Your foot, your whole leg, like, because this will be the really fine margins where Leicester will go, nope, shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
And they'll pick it up like they just have. So now they're, I felt that. They're just taking their time and.
Oh, that's a save, Sophie Whitehouse.
Oh. Storm, don't you stop.
Ash Neville wins.
Yeah, it's got to be there. Very good, Sophie Whitehouse.
Although, commentary might be slightly overselling that save because she was in a good position for it. rather than stepping across to catch it, just kind of smothered it down. It wasn't the same level as a save in the first half, but see the really interesting thing about Leicester now is they've Rick Passmore has played his hand somewhat with who he's brought on.
Yeah.
Hello, Storm. Oh, that was the teacher look. Then that was you just gave Storm the full on no, behave.
Dogs. He's no good if he can hear dogs barking and he can't see them. So this is his. I'll remain Sphinx-like on the window seat, but I'm alert to the dogs.
I will meet. He's feeling the tension as well, by the sound of it, of the WSL playoff.
I know. He's just
4 minutes remaining.
When we were away at the weekend, we were in kind of like the middle of nowhere. He was great because there was nothing to distract him and no other dogs. Now he's back. He's like, right. No dog shall escape me.
Nancy is the very definition of a crepuscular animal because she is currently absolutely spark out.
Yeah.
Properly
Don't blame her, is it?
If it gets to about 11 o'clock at night, she will sing the song of her people.
When it's cooled down a bit, she'll be.
Obviously, you've all heard Nancy. Imagine hearing it at 5 a.m. You've got to get up for work in the morning.
Yeah.
No, you don't need your bowl filled. You've had four sachets of cat food in the last 24 hours. And your bowl's full. We're not putting fresh food in. Yeah.
You don't need it. It's like Storm forgets he's been fed and he's there like as if he's never had food before.
Oh, it's
a
classic domestic animal thing, isn't it?
Mm.
There's the tension. You can feel the tension of this now.
Go, 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 go. You can just see the legs starting to go as well, can't you? And it's just like, keep fighting. Keep going.
Jenny and Kenny has just earned a free kick in a very dangerous position indeed.
Oh.
Jodie Hutton, apologies to Jodie Hutton.
Jodie Hutton, yes, just come up there.
That is a
Hutton against Swaby is a very, very good battle.
Oh, your classic cramp and your classic try and stretch the muscles.
Mm.
And take an energy drink.
Yeah, just gels everything, trying to absorb.
Because of Gatorade, whatever. I love how the camera angles appear to just be they've just given them a seat in the stands.
Yeah.
You also just have the classic commentary situation. Is this the decisive moment? Massively overhit free kick. You can just hear the hope draining out of Stephen Weiss's voice. Is this the decisive moment? And the free kick is overhit. And we will carry on.
Is this the moment? No.
It's not. It's the most annoying. One of the most annoying commentary ticks.
Oh
now.
God, here it goes.
Is everyone heard Kerry just? Oh
I
God!
don't like Peter Drury, and here's why.
I don't like him. It's the annoying habit he has that has kind of started to bleed into women's football commentary as well. Of that commentators trying to get that viral moment, and one of the ways of doing it is if the ball breaks in the penalty area, they'll say the full name of the person shooting every single time, just in case it goes in.
Just on the off chance.
And Peter Drury has started that, and he's got a
Jodie
lot.
Hutton has been replaced. The final minute by Ella Humphrey.
Well, that's for ours, Carla Humphrey. Is that your answer to everything?
Carla Humphrey coming on for Charlton. There's some experience to bring off the bench.
I was going to say, this could it be the decider? Could this be the decision maker? But yeah, if Jodie's struggling with cramp, then yeah, good. Best choice, really. Right,
Can't
into the
do-
final minute then of added time.
Playing with Liverpool
Go on, Charlton. Go on. Go on. Can you get something from it?
or not?
Oh, ho, ho, ho. No, that's it. Right. End of regular time. Into the extra half we go. As far as we know.
As far as you know,
So
there's
yeah,
a
full time 0-0.
genuine
Both
potential. We
teams-
might be sat here in the household over here where we'll just watch the end of this and then straight over for Hull versus Middlesbrough.
Well, that's the thing. What are they? Are they going to have to put it on a different?
As I thought, I do wonder if Catherine Matt isn't at this game because she's at Wembley. You can't really blame
Oh,
her.
there we go. Do I need to change to Sky Sports? Yes, I do. We need to change. So.
Oh, is it the rest of this game will be on Sky Sports 47?
Oh no, it says Sky. No, Hill. Hull's on a different channel. Oh, so it should be okay then.
I was going to say no, because it's only going up the BBC. Because obviously they thought that they set the game up for 90 minutes and then go, sugar. Now what do we do?
Yeah, let me just check.
You can follow the remainder of the most important game in women's football for some considerable while that may decide the fate of two teams on Sky Sports. Who gives a crap?
Yeah, Sports. It wasn't an event. It was just.
Sky Sports. We had a bit of space.
Yeah, literally it. It should have affected it, but if it doesn't come back after the break, then I'll know.
Yes.
Yeah, because the whole game's on that channel, and it's also on. Right, the whole game's got two streams. Like they've got.
It always has. It'll have Sky Sports main event, and then it'll have the main Sky Sports.
Well, those watching on BBC Two who are expecting the Great Bear Stakeout, I think they might have to give it a miss.
Hold on, the Great Bear Stakeout. I'm sure I've been to one of those.
Oh,
Bit of blue for the dads. That one.
no, you're like
And if you are joining us for the first time, yes, this is very reflective of the stuff we get up to on a Wednesday. We are live every Wednesday, of course, with all your latest women's football news at 8:30. And I said what we're going to do over the summer. You guys welcome.
We were going to talk about that at halftime, and then we ended up talking about 4 or 5 different things, didn't we?
Well, we got distracted by Shield Hand Singers, didn't we? Right, that's all it. So. Oh, Graham's tagged us and things. Apparently, the attendance is 3,979. Graham
That's
says,
impressive.
if he heard it correctly.
That's very impressive indeed, actually.
I don't think enough has been made. It's been all like to play this heat.
There we go. Right. So yeah, so the plan is for the rest of the month. So obviously in May we've got one more show left, which we were going to cover. Obviously this playoff game, Champions League final, and then give out our awards as well. Then of course it's the FA Cup final the week after. So it'll be that and transfer news. And then we can do our season reviews as well. The only thing that might change that, everyone coming up, is of course those darn men and their World Cup. Because of course some of them are at 2 a.m. That's fine. Some of them are at 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock. So it will just depend. Because obviously the channel as a whole is doing lots of coverage for the World Cup, as you can imagine. So yes, so obviously depending if they fall on a Wednesday, we might have to change at some point. But of course, make sure you do follow us on socials, and you'll know when our next shows are coming up. But we're all getting involved with some World Cup watch-alongs. Even me, I'll pop up on a few of them.
I can't wait for Curacao versus Qatar.
It's going to be so good.
That's my big one. Can you imagine if we tried to do what we did for the Euros for the Men's World Cup?
Just all of them.
Admittedly, we have 15, 20 people who can do a pool as opposed to 5 or 6, but still.
If you do this podcast at 2 a.m., I'll break you out.
It's just, yeah, especially when some of the games are 2, 3, 5 more. Yeah.
That is the hard one.
Apparently, I've just been quietly informed that I can choose between having a place to live and broadcasting Qatar versus Curacao at 2 a.m.
No, I meant
Okay, a place to sleep for that evening.
You do it in the garden.
He's like, I can do. Actually, the Wi-Fi would reach that.
Come go over in the steps and leave her next door, like you got on that.
I can sit in the front garden. That's it.
Live from the stoop, it's Paul.
Live from the park down the road at 2 a.m. with added potential drug addicts asking what's going on. It is Qatar versus Curacao.
You take a laptop at North Milk Park and you see what happens.
Right then, teams are back out as we head into extra time.
You know the best bit as well with the preparation that Shah and Sam and everyone else does. Probably going to be better informed on Qatar versus Curacao in the chat than the actual pundits. The actual pundits will be like, I've just picked them. I don't even know if Qatar and Curacao are playing each other. I just picked 2 of the most obscure countries in the World Cup.
Kane's coming on for Leicester. Kane.
I'm now going to look at the group stages of the World Cup to try and work out what the best. I am watching the game that's in front of me, but it's when you have 2 hours to. Well, no comedy potential in Group A. Group B, Qatar versus Bosnia. Tasty.
Wow.
Scotland versus Haiti at 2 a.m. There we go.
Yes, let's do it. There was there was a Netherlands. One of the Netherlands game looks good.
Oh, that's the one. We've got to cover the pride game of the World Cup, of course, which is Iran versus New Zealand.
Yes,
It actually is.
Yeah, it's the official pride one, isn't it?
Cape Verde versus Saudi Arabia at 2 a.m. Yes. (2 a.m. visit to Jordan. The Peter, or as it's also known, the Peter Andre game.
Oh.
There's a, what? They might. They might. Netherlands versus Japan will be an interesting one. Oh, Uzbekistan versus the Democratic Republic of Congo. That one's circled in my calendar, that one. In the group stages. That's a tasty local rivalry.
Almost as awful as Australia versus Turkey. Yeah.
Breakfast football.
There's some interesting kickoffs for this one. So we did mention there was a sub, so we said Heather Payne would come on. Didn't catch who went off though. Hang on.
Heather Payne, formerly a pod favourite from our Everton Chloe.
Janssen has gone off in favour of Payne, I believe.
Oh,
let's go all cross into the box. Oh, imagine if that just dinked in.
that's one of those.
Oh, that would be beautiful. Oh, because it was a lovely chip over as well. That cross just comes in. Oh, so close.
I love how in the Sin 71 group chat they've just decided that the commentators are on commission for how many times they say Barclays WSL.
Yeah, Barclays WSL, the BWSL. It's like we all know we're not talking about the World Surf League if we're watching the football match. So,
well, maybe they're making sure, because obviously there is a lower level of football IQ among women's football fans. They might think they're watching the World Surf League.
Oh, they just miss the mark all the time, don't they?
Of course, there is the. Chris betting that we do joke about it, but there is also the potential that the World Cup could end the world if one of the players has Ebola.
Well, that's the thing. Like, because there's been another outbreak, hasn't there? So that's incredibly serious. Yeah. So again, hope everyone is okay who is traveling.
That's one. There were some diseases. There's obviously disease, but there are some diseases that are just really scary. Ebola is one of those, and that's where I'm leaving it. Because if you don't know what Ebola does, don't look it up. Save yourself.
Yeah, save yourself from the knowledge of.
Fingers crossed that can all be contained. That was a whiplash moment, wasn't it? We said talking about a global pandemic while we're watching the relegation playoff. But again, that's because there's not much happening on the pitch. They're still incredibly cautious.
Incredibly cautious, and lots of like little fouls, tripping each other up, and you can just see it's all gonna come to a head at some point.
Oh, nice feet. Liv McLaughlin is not having the best game she'll ever have. She just got absolutely warped, but luckily nothing happened from her perspective. So if you can get a late bet on Liv McLaughlin to get the winner, go and put one on now after I've said that.
I will say though, Shannon O'Brien is determined she's going to get this winning goal.
I'm amazed she's still running. I'm amazed most of them are still running in 25, 26 degree heat.
I was going to say we're on the 95th minute in these conditions. Yeah, to get any kind of speed.
It's 29 degrees in South London at the moment, with 42% humidity, which is not particularly bad, but still too high. And it's only going to get potentially warmer. So
I was going to say, if the temperature does keep climbing, then it's going to be interesting.
In a completely unrelated note, it's 17 degrees in Oslo.
Was it? Much better conditions for football, some might argue.
Some who aren't entitled might argue, indeed. Some who perhaps aren't from the Iberian Peninsula.
I mean, it's, having said that outstanding conditioner from the ladies, it just goes to show again the athleticism needed for this, because to still be trying
Charlton scored. No, she hasn't.
Oh, I thought that got in, but it did. But was it?
It's in, but it was.
No.
That is a huge goal.
That is massive.
Why would you not have a VAR for this game though?
Yeah, that's a horrendous decision.
She's onside as well. She's absolutely onside. That is a.
Yeah, because our arm looks to be in front, but that's a huge goal.
Thunder bastard of a goal, by the way. Strike initially.
Nah, that's
should do, yeah.
That's harsh. And as Chris said, that's never offside. Oh, right. So this is now going to go two ways. Charlton are go, you're going to regret that, and they're going to score. Or Leicester are going to go, oh crap, we need to kick in a gear here.
What a strike from Katie Lockwood, though.
That was, take a bow.
My question, I suppose, as well, if that had gone down over the line, would there have been able to review it? Because the lines person on that side was 40 yards away.
That's the thing. Yeah, robbed they were indeed. Oh God, I could just imagine Graham now in the stands, just Heart, absolutely. I mean, is it because she keeps running and the defense actually stop? Is that why?
I do enjoy. They just got a shot of the crowd, and it was a bunch of middle-aged Charlton fans, and it was the politest goal celebration ever. You know, that had been the men's game, a crucial goal in the 95th minute, and it had gone in proper full-on.
Yeah.
But they just kind of stood up and went, "Ooh!"
Simon saying that's poor. That's heartbreaking.
That's
if
really you were a cynic about the WSL, but
Mm-hmm.
the thing I suppose about conspiracy theories is, are Leicester really a team that have the clout to have WPLL go? Let's be a bit careful. You know, it's not Celtic in the SPL, is it? But
No,
still, that's a horrifying. That's a bad decision.
that's
If Leicester go on to win this now, they have absolutely got out of jail.
yeah. That was their last lifeline. Sarah Merlin cross into the box spur of the line.
All Sarah Mailing's damaged herself.
Yeah. It's been
1 week since she looked at me. Sorry.
very good, very good. I will say though, Sarah Merlin obviously gone on loan to Leicester. She hasn't looked particularly happy from an outsider's perspective, but of course, probably not because of the situation Leicester have been in.
I mean, she's having to live away in Leicester, so you know that's.
But she hasn't stopped this game either.
It is the same Katie Lockwood who played for Hearts in Glasgow City, I think. Can referees overrule a linesman's offside?
Well, I thought they could. But yeah, if anyone's
Because I suppose you know we never want to actually criticise officials or anything, and it's sad that that's happened. But it wasn't even a marginal call.
no.
Like it wasn't even a she's level. She was onside. She was behind the last defender when the ball was hit.
Well, the only thing it could be is if she was directly in line with them and she saw something that we didn't, because obviously it wasn't the best camera angle, and we only saw one version, didn't we? So,
but also, like you say, there could have been the split-second reaction of the only way that Lobato could have got that far ahead of the Leicester defenders is if she was already in an offside position, because the Leicester defenders just stopped running.
Yeah, they were just like, yeah, no, the ball's fine. And they didn't think for 1 second that Katie Lockwood would do anything with it.
Which almost makes you wonder, have they gone for an offside trap there, and they've just trusted the fact that they timed the step out at the right time. But
yeah, have they gone for that?
Oh, really? Another Shan O'Brien twist and turn in the box, just wide.
Oof. Yeah, she's determined.
I am pleased that the commentator is giving Shan O'Brien her flowers, as it were.
Good, I'm glad.
As the kids say, because the commentary just then was Shan O'Brien in the box to turn and fire. Of course it was. So I do think people are perhaps starting to realise how good Shan O'Brien was, and if she played for a team like Spurs or Brighton.
Ooh, I'm say it's getting a bit physical in that box. Ooh.
ticking down towards the end of the first half of extra time. We've 103 minutes.
Yes. I'll never forget when Leah Williamson, when they were in the final for the Euros, when it was down to extra time, and she was like, I completely forgot how time worked. And I was yelling at the ref to blow our whistle. And they were like, there's still another 10 minutes to go. And she just worked it out completely wrong in the moment, under the pressure.
There's a great clip. Well, actually, before telling the story, I'll let this Leicester corner go, just in case. Because Law says I'll be talking about something completely irrelevant, and then the defining moment would happen.
They're just, you can see they're all like, come on, just get on with it. Let's go. Pushing and shoving in the box again.
Well, just say, ladies, calm down a little. I know you're going to fight for space. I know you're going to do this, that, and the other. I don't want to have to book either of you.
Mm.
I'm watching.
We want a nice fair game. Swaby just completely pushing.
I do wonder as well.
In the box.
You know, we're critical of referees, but having to keep track of 21 players in that, well, maybe not all 21, but certainly, 10 or 11 players.
Think of them, yeah.
Constantly jostling and moving and shoving, and with the fine margins of you can compete for the ball, but you can't compete too much.
She got Swaby's knee into our back. Oh, that's going to be painful.
Because I've tried to referee an ice hockey game because the referee didn't turn up, and it's hard enough keeping track of skating and then keeping track of 10 players moving back and forth, even though you only really need to watch maybe 2 or 3 at a time. Having to watch 10 or 11 in a crowded penalty area where they're all pushing and shoving.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. End of that first extra quarter. I mean,
here we go. Here's another replay. Oh, she's onside.
Oh, let's have a look.
There's no question of the ball bouncing over.
Because it doesn't
come near
the line when that's devastating.
What's really funny on that replay as well is you see the defender running in and finally realizing, oh, maybe we should go charging in.
Yeah.
And they're fist pumping because it's like, thank God that was offside. So
yeah, because straight away, because you just see them go, oh crap, she's behind us. I'll put my arm up. It was offside. I didn't see her.
Honestly, we knew and in the interviews at the end of the game, we knew she was offside. We had confidence in the line in the officials. No, you didn't. You got absolutely done and then bailed out.
Yeah, 100%.
But this is, this is the thing with game tosses. If that decision costs Charlton a WSL place,
that's just
because people will turn around and go, oh, they had 120 minutes to do that.
But they did do it. Is the reality of the situation. So gutting.
As someone who had a massive moment taken away by a wrong VAR, by a wrong refereeing decision, I have sympathy for Graham right now and all the other 3,000 or so Charlton fans.
Honestly, even our hearts stopped a minute. So if you were in that stadium as a Charlton fan, then that's going to be huge as well.
In the interesting body language file, Leicester have just settled off to get ready. Charlton are still huddled. There's clearly some 15 minutes from the WSL, come on girls type conversation going on there.
And that's it. And that's what it's got to be, hasn't it? 15 minutes till promotion. Because still, I mean, and this may be the way that we did want it to be, still all to play for in these last 15 minutes, rather than one team having that clear advantage.
Yeah, because, because obviously with Birmingham scoring twice in, the final 15 minutes or so of that game was basically killed off, wasn't it? It was just Birmingham going, right, okay, we'll kill this off.
Yeah. Well, you think Charlton as well would be thinking about, that's what Birmingham did to us. We don't want to let Leicester do that as well. Right.
The sad thing about that, I suppose, to some degree, the sad thing about this is that this is a one-off. Because can you imagine if they did 2 up, 2 down? They went for it because there's 14 teams, and you do 2 up, 2 down, and third bottom versus third bottom versus third in WSL 2.
Yeah. Yeah, because that would be, I'd be Liverpool, wouldn't it?
Yeah, today, because in that case, Palace and Birmingham would have gone up still, but it would have been Charlton versus West Ham, or Charlton versus Liverpool.
Oh,
Charlton versus West Ham, that's a tasty London derby, that is.
That is a very good one.
South versus East London.
South London. Right, come on, the kicked off. 15 minutes to go. That's it. Oh, Leicester trying to start strong, but this takes reflection. And did you see the man walk past with a WSL football shirt on?
I didn't.
Yeah, it was black with like gold bits with WSL football.
Oh, one of these generic league football shirts. Rather than...
Yes. Yeah, that's the one. It's the first time I've seen one in the wild.
Probably the last. Probably the one that was...
Quite bizarre.
I genuinely don't understand why you'd buy one of those over your club shirt.
I know. I support all football.
I just hope both teams have fun.
Boot it.
I just hope both teams have fun. The shirt edition.
Yeah. Live laugh football.
Live laugh football. Girl boss. Hashtag girl boss FC. I love how when I start, strike, what a save, Sophie Whitehouse.
Oh, I'm not there yet.
You were, Heather Payne's absolutely hit.
Oh, yes, had to tip that across. Come on, Sophie Whitehouse.
That's a flying save, that is.
That was you're not getting in this net.
That's a proper take 3 steps and launch.
Chris, very good. Yes. Oh.
Nancy has got up, so it's time to yell.
Yeah, Nancy is now feeling the tension.
Time to yell.
It's like I've been quiet up until this point. I can't keep still any longer.
The 2-minute scream.
Right, another corner for Leicester.
A short one.
Where you go?
Cross comes in, deflected away. Yep, get it, boot it. Good.
I love how you kind of fall into parent watching their kid play. Your live complicating me today. Go on, get it, clear it.
I think as a neutral, when you're watching it, you just automatically just like lean into one of the teams, don't you?
Yeah.
Who you're going to support.
It's really hard to watch any team sport as a neutral.
No, that was a hold. That's a foul. She didn't grab you.
See Paul getting way too into
Georgie's just laughing at us.
Kerry loves to remind me that despite that because obviously we went to watch Villa Women a few times this season.
Yeah.
And Kerry loves to take the mickey out of me because I'll always go there and start and just watch it as a neutral, enjoying football and appreciating both teams. and then I start getting really annoyed with Villa. Like,
It's easily done. It's easily done.
if I see the gaps, it's like, wow. And I try and do it with both teams, but
Oh,
I
just
do.
put nothing right. Turn. Oh, the jeopardy. The drum.
This isn't the time.
Oh, the limbs.
Katie Lockwood, yes.
Oh, boys, the absolute scenes.
I think she wants you to move your feet.
She can hop over my feet. She's
No,
a cat.
She can. She's got arthritis.
Yes, but Nancy is queen, so therefore.
Also, she doesn't want to do that like a player. She wants you to move. She wants what she wants.
She also,
we don't know what that is.
she'll want to jump up onto the sofa, but she has to spend 5 minutes informing us she wants to jump up onto the sofa.
I intend to go this way, peasant. Let me through.
She also does Storm announce when he eats? Like, does he make noises after he's eaten? Does he come back in and like whimper or something?
He comes back in like wagging his tail, like, "Yes, I have eaten now."
Because
and then gets a bit silly, so that's usually it.
Nancy will go in the other room and then inform everybody within the local area that she's eaten.
She's such a weird.
You know, if you just catch the end of it at some point, you think there was an air raid.
Right, Sarah Malin is off for Leicester.
Older, huh? And then you sat back down. There's absolutely no reason or need for you to do that. You just feel like a shout.
As Mouchon comes into the field.
You're an odd creature.
I'm surprised it's taken this long to bring Noemi Mouchon on.
Me too. Yeah, unless she's carrying a knock. But yeah, 110 minutes and you're just bringing her on is a bit.
Given that between them, I think Shan O'Brien and Noemi Mouchon have scored over half. I'm going to double check how many goals Noemi Mouchon has scored.
Yeah, have scored most of the goals. And straight in, shoulder to shoulder with Ellie Mason. $111 minutes, just in case anyone wants a time check.
This website uses a security service to check that you're human. Interesting. Yes.
They have.
Leicester City now have their most potent strike force on the pitch. Shan O'Brien and Noemi Mouchon.
It took 110 minutes. And
who between them have scored 70% of Leicester City's goals in the WSL this season.
Wow. Yeah, someone in my Villa chat said, why are they taking Sarah Malin off just before pens? And it's like, that's a good shout because Sarah Malin has been very, very consistent with her penalty taken in the past.
Is Sarah Malin a cerebral penalty taker, or is she line it up and leather it?
Leather it.
Excellent.
However, she's now off the pitch, so we'll never get to see.
None of this Panenka crap. None of this roll it down the middle crap. Pick a top corner and bloody hit it.
She's doing that.
Yeah. Put your foot through it. Put a hole in the net. That's what you need to do.
I'm going to go and see if she needs food. Because she doesn't seem to think that she has any food.
Nancy is sat ominously in the doorway to the living room at the moment.
She loses.
Storm does that at the top of the stairs. He's like a bouncer. She can imagine his head, and he just looks at you like, what?
I can imagine as well with a bulldog silhouette just sat there.
Oh, but then you just laugh at him because it's just so comical. But if you didn't know what he was like, it could be quite intimidating. Thank you.
Mouchon. This has definite Mouchon to O'Brien or vice versa potential.
But again, it makes you wonder if that's the game plan that they know works. Why is it taking so long? Right, Leicester corner. Tierney's over it again. To the edge of the box. Oh, good deflection. Come on. Yes, come on. I mean, she was pulled back. Come on, Raf.
Just a bit.
Yes. There we go. More cards. Come on. Let's go. Because Leicester, obviously, we know it from the WSL, but especially Villa Leicester, they're all about the little fouls that they try and get away with, and it's a constant physical battle against them.
The little dark arts.
Of the dark arts, yeah. So I am glad he's picking up on it, to be fair. Because, yeah, to pull like that, we know what happens, of course, but when Kate Lockwood had got round her. Oh, just too much on that ball. Oh, what an opportunity that could have been. Karen Hill's having a little moment there. I think all Charlton can do now is just keep fighting.
Yeah. And Sophie Whitehouse versus Katie Keane in penalties, you potentially.
We know who Amelie's on. Yeah.
On the BBC, by the way, I've just realised the sound is slightly out of sync
That's for comfort.
Because that strike just then on the BBC commentary was Tierney as the ball was literally past her. So it's like, oh, she's going to hit it then.
Slightly out. Because there I was like, what's Van Egmond doing? Just shoot. But obviously she's...
That's who it was.
Ew. Didn't know that replay. Passman was spitting his water out.
Hello, Storm.
Storm, we don't need your commentary, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, go on, rob it off her. Yeah, go on. Who's with that? Get up. Move. Oh, too long. Oh. Ooh, who's got the yellow card now? Is that to Fitzgerald? Yeah. Fitzgerald for sticking a foot in.
We're once again in the next goal wins phase now, aren't we? With 3 minutes or so left? 2.5.
Your chest's tight.
Yes, 2.5. Your chest tight.
Yeah.
Two teams you don't care about, really.
The power of women's football.
Tense.
But that's the thing, I think, because both teams, like we've said the whole thing, both teams are so close to producing something that it's just like something obviously needs to happen. But
I love how it just panned across the Leicester fans with Banana Man in the front row, and that was a man who regrets his life choices.
I mean, I'm impressed he's kept it on.
In 29 degrees. In what is presumably a full-on plastic and latex, whatever.
Right, get on them, come on. Close it down. Yeah, Sophie Whitehouse.
Wow. Also, brilliantly, in sentences that I never thought I'd say on a football podcast, it is 25, 26 degrees outside. There's a furry convention at the NEC.
Oh, wrong weekend for it. Damn, man.
You have to make an announcement, Nancy.
So yeah, there's going to be a lot of panting going on and all sorts.
It's Birmingham Pride this weekend, isn't it?
It is Birmingham Pride.
So maybe that coincides.
Birmingham Pride on the same weekend as a furry convention is inspired
Yeah, it
scheduling
happens every year. It's always the weekend for both of them.
as well.
Seems like it fits quite nicely. Oh. I can't react too much because obviously baby's something, but
It's well caught, Sophie Whitehouse. You are the embodiment of that famous viral pic of that German TV where they have Bayern Munich and Dortmund fans have to watch a German derby Klassiker in silence. And there's a wonderful clip of one of the teams scoring, and they just fall over each other, trying to celebrate without making a noise.
oh, we're down into the final seconds of this extra time.
Think of it as good practice when we're watching Qatar versus Curacao.
Yeah,
And they can't celebrate the last minute winner at 4 a.m.
because it's 5 a.m. Yeah.
Oh, here she comes.
Oh, a final minute of added time.
Nancy has worked out where the microphone is and positioned herself in front of it to meow, which is why you can hear.
She wants to show
She's
her
like,
off.
yes, I found my people. Oh, McLaughlin looks cramp. Don't blame her.
There she
It's
is.
20 minutes after all.
You just get. Listen, if you want to hop up and say hello. There we go.
Hello, Nancy.
There we go. She has positioned herself, and now that's a really unflattering angle for me as well. I know that sounds really horrible to say it.
Hello, Nancy. There's nice people who want to see your arts.
It really confused my laptop camera because it was trying to colour match with a massive patch of black fur in front of it. Oof.
I think that was close.
121 minutes, and Shannon O'Brien and Rachel Williams are still throwing themselves full length.
Oh, I was going to say, Rachel Williams really went into the post then. And is that it?
Should be.
Has she blown the whistle? Oh,
Rachel Williams nearly using Shannon O'Brien as a step ladder then.
right.
Presumably, if they go to penalties, Rachel Williams' penalty will be crossed in by someone else. Like
Add that to the reel. Just put myself in the eye on camera.
you've just poked yourself in the eye on camera. Yes, there we go. That's the highlight reel. 2:47.
Have you ever gotten to do that though? Like scratch your eyebrow and then you just completely
I did
miss
it
your face.
yesterday. I poked myself in the eye yesterday.
That's it. Full time after extra time. It's still 0-0. We are going to penalties.
Foot 8 is also, of course, the Norwegian way of going. We've had enough.
I will say though, penalties is probably the fairest way after this match.
If you call him penalties the fairest way to decide something, then oof. This is the bit where I always remember if this was in the Swedish league, there would be a massive graphic with slut on it because that's end in Swedish.
That's fantastic.
So result. So it's an amazing thing if you look at.
You're not finished.
If you look at
excuse to say slut.
basically yes. but if you look at like Swedish Hammarby or Harken Instagram or whatever, I'm amazed the football lads haven't worked out that every time a Swedish women's game ends, there's pictures of the players with slut in big letters across it.
Anyway, moving on.
So people who aren't fans of the game, like, what? What do you say?
What do you say in these conversations, though, as a manager? Do you think?
Score. No, but it's a very emotional thing, isn't it? And you just
How do you stand there?
What the words are going to be? Yeah.
We've played 23 games over 8 months, and now we are potentially 5 kicks of a ball from the WSL. And for the Leicester end, we've got 5 kicks of a ball to stay in the WSL.
Yeah, and that's it. And you just think with those fine margins. But yeah, I think what they're saying there, because did you get the circle for the disallowed goal? I think maybe they're saying it was more than an arm, then you can't score with your arm. So where were they actually?
Oh, see, this is where it's like your arm can be offside because you can't score with it. But if it's your chest, then you are offside because you can technically score with it.
Yeah, and it's like, well, what? What's going on? Right then.
The BBC somewhat sticking the boot in on Charlton by having Amy Merricks as the guest pundit. Like, have the manager who put them here in the first place as the guest pundit.
Oh, is Amy Merricks there?
It is, Amy Merricks is indeed.
Oh.
And she's, obviously I'm not picking up all of it because I'm on here, but from the bits I'm hearing, she's got a proper Emma Hayes punditry vibe about her.
Okay.
Also, the fact it's now become a meme apparently with the goalie has the water bottle. How do you even scout that though for a game like this? Because presumably you'll know the regular penalty taker for the opposition because you might have an actual body of work from the season to talk about. But when you're looking at it and people are looking at it going, right, okay, here's the backup left back's penalty taking tendencies.
Didn't plan for this. Yeah, this is.
This is where sometimes for a penalty shootout you go, right, we'll have 5 designated penalty shootout takers who we know from the start, and they won't be the players who normally take penalties.
And this is our 17-year-old goalkeeper. That was
Katie Keane taking the first penalty there, and then are they really going? Surely they're not. What is going on there? They're never going to interview Sophie Whitehouse.
No, I think it's just a camera for socials.
Because
one of the 3 seconds, I think.
Because there was a microphone and everything there, but they had the old bib and the WSL football shirt on underneath. Oh God, I hope they're not doing that where they have the 2 teams and then all the people who do media stuff are given for the league are given WSL football shirts.
Oh God, no.
Team WSL. Like, oh no.
No, thank you. I was going to say, Graham has just messaged saying he doesn't know if he's going to be able to cope, I should say. So. Oh. I was going to say, at least Katie Keane, she's got the confidence, but Sophie Whitehouse, the way she's riling the crowd up, she's like, yeah, come on, we've got this.
Sophie Whitehouse, being an Irish international, Katie Keane being a young Irish international.
Yeah,
you've got two generations of the Republic of Ireland goalies there against each other as well.
That's it. Carla Ward will be watching on with pride. Yeah.
And I also love how it's let's fist bump with the officials.
Yeah. And hope they don't screw us over this time.
So is that so they have one of the linesmen, presumably they must stand on the line or behind the goal to watch the goalie.
To watch the goalie, yeah.
There's all that you can't move until the ball is struck and all that stuff now.
Yeah, because I suppose when do you remember the Arsenal-Lyon match when Van Domsel had to redo her penalty?
Oh, I remember the World Cup 2019. There was a penalty shootout involving Scotland where it was scored and then it had to be taken. And not Sophie Whitehouse just screaming at Emily Van Egmond.
Yeah.
Come on then,
miss.
Give it some. Oh, and she saved it as well.
Oh, she. Go on.
That's a good save.
Yes. Come on, Sophie.
Not that Sophie Whitehouse enjoyed that or anything. Like when she picks herself up and there's a full-on scream.
Yes, I know, she's very, very humble about it.
Although I suppose for goalies, this is the moment, I suppose, because you're like,
That's what
you've got the 90 minutes, but you've got strikers trained, but this is the bit where goalies can be the heroines.
Yes, very much, and finally get their flowers, as it were.
This is what goalies dream of,
Yeah.
perhaps to some degree.
Yeah.
Katie Keane moving up and down, but a little quieter than Sophie Whitehouse.
Not completely going for people's faces. She's like, yeah, cool, calm, collected.
The sync is what the audio sync is off. Like literally, they lined up as they lined up.
Game on.
The audio sync is off on the BBC, so literally we stood there and they're waiting for it, and then she sees her penalty save too. I'm like, oh, thanks for that one.
Oh,
Don't miss. This is the one I don't want to miss.
me heart.
All the others Leicester can miss. Don't miss, Shan. Sorry, Graham.
If it's one we'll allow in from Leicester, it'll be good.
So Sophie Whitehouse just casually trash talking as well. Go on, Shan. Make Coventry proud.
Go on. So you're rooting for both teams here?
No one scored yet.
Has that been saved as well?
That's been saved as well. No one scored yet.
Oh, yes, Sophie Whitehouse. It's hard, isn't it? Because obviously, Shannon O'Brien, for everything she's done, that would have been perfect for her to then score. But for Sophie Whitehouse, the legend that she is, like, this is oh, God, perfect.
Did it like to go? She takes an early step. So you can move on the line then. You just can't come off it.
Yeah, so you can move it, but you can't come off it. Yeah. See, Chris, same as me. Yeah. Not my teams, but feeling incredibly nervy. I think just because we talk about these teams every single week, for it to come to this moment.
I think the connection of one of the great people in the chats of we know Graham sat there watching it.
Yeah.
And it means so much to him as well.
Graham. Yeah, so it's got in for Charlton. First ones to score. But we know it can all change. But you feel that weight of relief, don't you? Because I think, again, mentally, if your teammates are missing, you've then got to win on your, am I going to miss? Am I going to do it? But then if you know, like, right, they've scored, yeah, come on. And let's keep going.
There is this weird thing now. It's happening in the women's game where the goalies give the ball to the penalty takers.
Yeah.
Just the mind games going on. Like, I think I would be, if I was in this, I would be an absolute shithouse.
Oh yeah, you would have to.
It's really surprising. I don't believe that for a
If I was Sophie Whitehouse, has just been yellow carded for picking up a bottle to have a quick check, and she's just like, "All right."
We've just got a yellow card.
I wonder if that's mind games. I wonder if that's mind games because it's like there's nothing on the bottle.
Yeah, it's a complete empty label.
Lynn McLaughlin just proper stick it full into the top corner.
There we go. She'll like, yeah, that's payback for taking the
Also,
Mickey.
they really care about it. Like the celebrations, you know how in the men's game you see quite serious, so they walk away. The women's game, there's full up bounce up and down and pump the crowd up and everything else.
Well,
I do think
not afraid to show emotion, are they?
One of the cruelest things by a long way about this thing is the whole you have to walk 50 yards.
Yes. So it's the walk up.
At least in hockey, if you take a penalty shot, it's like the old American style where you start from the center and skate in, so you haven't got time to think about it.
Okay, yeah.
And Charlton have missed. So we're back at
no.
1-1.
Oh. Yeah, Katie knows she's good, doesn't she? At least she's in the test as well.
I suppose you need that. You need that arrogance as a goalie, don't you?
Yes.
That's also a cracking ponytail Katie Keane's got. It's the amount of hair in it. She's got like the heart-shaped bit at the top and then the long stuff underneath.
What's going on?
Sophie Whitehouse now not giving it stacks. Just giving it the stare and the arms up and...
Come on.
Oh, Sophie Whitehouse is a machine.
Oh, she saved it. Oh, yes. For Sophie Whitehouse.
Oh. 3 of 4.
Oh. Damn. Okay.
That one onto the post.
I swear, if this goes to sudden death, I'll no, I won't be able to call it.
First actual proper, hands to the face style reaction for missing it as well.
Oh.
I
bet she thought she could sneak it in that bottom corner as well.
I hate the ones. I don't know why. I hate them far more with the full on, hands covering face anguish reaction. Like it looks worse when women do it for some reason.
It's just the anguish, isn't it?
Charlton scored this, and Leicester will have to score their last penalty against a goalie who saved 3 of 4. No pressure. And Charlton have scored.
Oh, come on, watch it. Yes, she had to, didn't she? Go on, Ellie Mason. She's just like, yeah, I scored it. Yeah, I did.
So, Charlton are taking penalty second. I thought that was Charlton's 5th penalty. It wasn't.
No. So Leicester need to.
So Leicester.
Score this one. So this is it.
Sean will take it.
Oh, it's a good.
It's not a £200 million penalty, but it's.
But it must feel like that, though.
There's probably 6 figures worth of. There's probably a good 6 figures resting on this penalty, isn't there?
So Leicester need to score this, or they're out.
Sophie Whitehouse has sent Charlton to the WSL.
Has she done it? Oh, Sophie Whitehouse. I'm trying to be very muted because I don't want to wake the baby up.
Sophie Whitehouse.
They've done
4 or 5 penalty saves.
Jaws. Charlton have done it.
That is utterly insane.
That is. And you know what? I know what we said there about goalkeepers getting their moment, but what a fantastic moment for Sophie Whitehouse. Yes, to get Golden Glove.
Now you see the emotion come out because she's just lost it.
Yeah.
Completely. She's just on her back.
And Karen Hill's just, yeah.
And they just showed
that's Graham. There's our Graham.
Was Graham the one with the flag, or was he the next one?
He was wiping a tear from his eye. Graham.
Oh, can you blame him?
That's it. That's it. That's the emotion, and that's what we love about this podcast, being able to connect.
The amazing thing about this as well, we can claim responsibility for that.
Go on, Graham.
Remember, he was a lower league watcher when he started watching us, and he went along to watch Charlton Women.
They've done it.
And now he's seen his team get to the WSL.
They've bloody done it. Oh, Charlton.
Oh, I've gone a bit.
Oh, yeah, I'm a bit emotional with that. My voice is gone. Charlton. They've posted it. They've posted it already. We are WSL. Oh, that means it.
I mean, the scary thing is they'll have had that graphic made in advance, which, is the thought of having to prepare for stuff like that, knowing you might not use it. But if you're Charlton admin, being able to go, yeah, right, and click post on that must be amazing.
I'm just going to... Okay, my quote tweet from that is just, Sophie Whitehouse, you're absolute legend. The emotion of that. And you just see it on their face. But Sophie Whitehouse. obviously the whole team have got to this point, but Sophie Whitehouse is just.
Leicester City have just bought Tom Gary an hour ago. Leicester City have just bought 3 subs with a combined age of 103.
And it just, I think that just sums up, unfortunately, Leicester's season, hasn't it? They were kind of getting by and kind of, nicking things here and there, but just unfortunately, they just haven't found their magic this season. And unfortunately, there are teams in the WSL too that have been able to clinch it and to have this moment, and they deserve it. Charlton really, really deserve it with their journey this season. But yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Good to see they didn't do any. They haven't even done any post game. The BBC. They've just gone. See ya.
Oh, was that it? They've cut it off.
That's it from the BBC coverage.
Oh no! Well, they're still on it on Sky. Just loads of shots of people celebrating. Obviously, Leicester, understandably.
Sophie Whitehouse is now trending on Twitter, which is lovely.
They've got Alicia and Dow on the camera for that as well. And I just hope Katie Keane knows what an incredible season she's had, and no one takes it personally or thinks it's their fault. It just had to land. And Charlton, the work that they've done, it just feels right, doesn't it? That this has happened. But I'm over the moon for them. Absolutely over the moon for them. And you just obviously complete commiserations to Leicester, and we know everything that's going on at the club and all of the troubles they've had, and this is going to be absolutely devastating for them. And you just think, if things were different behind the scenes, would this season have gone any differently? Would they still have been in that playoff? And ultimately now in the WSL too. But yeah, it's a moment that feels like it's been a long time coming, and all the Charlton fans there setting record attendances, and you just think, yeah, this is their moment.
Curiosity,
Yeah.
Sophie Whitehouse, is that one of the great English women's goalkeeping performances, certainly in the English domestic leagues? Not necessarily for the game itself, although she did make several crucial saves, but the 4 of 5 penalties in a shootout.
I mean, it's incredible, isn't it? I would definitely say so. Definitely say so. Because what other goalie? Yeah, they might save 1 or 2. The only ones that come to mind were obviously Mary Earps in the World Cup, and you just think all of these big moments, I really hope that's up there. Because, like you said, to save 4 is
Mary Earps lost.
Phenomenal, though, isn't it? And that's the thing, she saved all of these and won, and was, a big part of it, a big reason. Annie Mason's on Sky.
Here's a ridiculous stat, okay? Because I've looked this up based on statistics.
Yeah.
Based on penalty shootout statistics, the probability of each penalty being saved in a shootout, the probability of a penalty being scored, is 74%. So
pretty damn good odds.
74%, and 10% of penalties are missed. So only 14% of penalties in penalty shootouts are saved. And Sophie Whitehouse has saved 4 of 5, 80% of penalties.
Honestly, that's crazy. But that's the talent that we've kept saying that is in the WSL too. So
I don't know how to do cumulative probability, but if the probability of saving 1 penalty in a shootout is 14%, what's the probability of saving 4 out of 5?
It's going to be.
I'm gonna look up how to work that out. Genuinely.
Yeah, please do. Oh, they've got the promoted shirts out.
How to work out cumulative probability. Here we go.
I do like that comment from Paul in the chat though. well done at Charlton, but don't celebrate yet. All Leicester have got to do is produce a photo of someone filming a training session. Sick as Charlton. And they'll overturn it. Well, he is to hoping that doesn't happen, Paul. He is to hoping. But yeah, you just see the relief and you just think they were the top 3 teams all season in the WSL too. So yeah, it just feels like the right ending to this season into that playoff. Yeah, and obviously Charlotte Newsham there with a obviously injured, couldn't be a part of it, but has been such a big part of the season. Yeah, it just does the heart good, doesn't it, Paul? Does the heart?
It does. Right. Okay. Here we go.
Okay, go on then.
Because there is a wondrous thing called a probability calculator. So the probability of it doesn't quite work, I suppose, because it's repeat times in a row.
Mm-hmm.
But the probability of actually that will work. 4 and 1, right? Where are we going? Right. The probability of 4 saves in a penalty shootout being made,
Okay.
and only 1 goal being scored, is 0.0002.
Seriously?
Yep.
Wow. I think that needs to be tweeted to Charlton and to Sophie Whitehouse. Because that is what a stat that is. That's again does that reflect it as well?
Yeah,
maybe
it is there is 0.02% probability of a goalie saving 4 penalties in a shootout based on stats.
that's just absolutely mad.
I'm tweeting that. We'll have that.
Do it, absolutely. 0.02. And she did it. And that's it. And those are those fine margins that we keep talking about that are going to serve them so well in the WSL. Because that's sometimes, well, what you need, isn't it? To be in and amongst it and to challenge. And you just think, this is it. That was the difference. Because neither team, unfortunately, could do it in regular time or extra time. And here they are, penalties.
Yeah. Based on probability. Statistical probability. That's what it is.
And so let us know and I'll reshare it.
The percentage, yeah. You can say percentage likelihood, can't you? It's 2,000. 0.02 is 2. No, it isn't. It's 200. 2 in 100.
0.02, 200th. Yeah. 200th of a chance.
Yeah.
That's yeah, they're just. I'm glad they're making the use of like the big screens and the graphics, and they've really made it feel special because we've all been to games where the ball's not even on, you don't know what time it is. Never mind all the graphics and stuff that's gone with it.
Yes, I had to do take each bit of it and write it out with full stops. So 0.02.
And that's it. That's all it took. 0.02.
That's insane.
That's
2 in 100.
That's Warehouse.
1 in 50 chance of being able to do that, and she's done it in probably the biggest game of her life. And Katie Keane saved what, 3 of 5?
Oh, my brain's gone now. I will
Katie Keane saved 3 of 5 penalties in a losing effort. No, she didn't. She saved 3 or 4 because Charlton didn't take their 5th.
Didn't take their 5th, yeah.
And they won 2-1. So no, she saved 2 of 4 in a losing effort because the winning goalie saved 4 of 5.
And that's the thing. So Gilly Flatty's just put the BBC Sports commentary. Absolutely incredible. White House, what an exceptional performance, not just in the game, not just in extra time, but to make 4 penalty saves. I'm lost for words. So Gilly Flatty's lost for words. And that's it. But again, the people that Leicester brought on, of course, you'd expect Mouchon to be the one to score and things like that, but it just shows again just how good Sophie Whitehouse is to be able to do it.
Sophie Whitehouse is now the top trending topic on Twitter.
As she should be. As she should. She'd go down long in the life.
I mean, if I was a cynic, I'd say we should probably share that on the Absolute Football podcast as well.
I could do that.
Because
I have the access.
0.02% is utterly mental. I wish I'd quote tweet. I've tagged Charlton in it, so we'll see if they do anything with it. But that is insane. Like, I can't get over that. I genuinely can't get over that. God knows what Graham's like, but
well, he tagged us in Sophie Whitehouse. It's not the good stuff.
I feel more. Do you remember the Sweden shootout where we were sat there like, how's that happened?
How's that happened? Yeah.
This is more than that.
It's just a complete like loss of words and just like this emotion of they've done it. And it's just, I think if people are just tuning in now because I can see the numbers going up, if you go back and watch the moment where we found that out, we're both just kind of like, oh, they've done it. It's just a complete shock, but for the right reasons. Just the awe of the situation.
It's one of those. Football's nice, isn't it? Like,
yeah, football works out sometimes. Yeah, Graham's message was Sophie effing Whitehouse. We are WSL. Tears of joy. That's what Graham tweeted, and it is, and that's exactly what it is.
Kevin's told me off because I didn't say what we should. What we should have said in that position is just football. Bloody hell! The obligatory.
Should have. That could be the moment.
Just a quiet. Who needs the Champions League final after that? To be honest,
No.
Who needs a game that is probably not going to be that good? So all tune in for a 4-3 barn burner now.
Not really sound
I think we all need to lie down now rather than Champions League.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, we might put on the men's playoff just for similar drama where we're completely neutral.
Do it, yeah.
But
it's the day of the playoffs, and one has gone the way we are over the moon. It also looks like they've got Charlton wine, winners wine that they're drinking, which looks incredible.
Oh, because they have a beer, don't they? Because they had the Meantime Brewery, who are the official beer of Charlton.
No, it's a proper like glass of probably Prosecco or something. Glass, no bottle.
No stereotypes for women's football here, but definitely Prosecco.
It looks like the WSL supplied it, so yeah, it probably is.
Prosecco for the girls. Pink rosé.
But yeah, it's on the WSL Playoff branding.
Brewed by Lambrini.
Oh, Lambrini. That'll be a rough night out. But yeah, just incredible. But yeah, they're celebrating. The Hordens are up. They've got their promoted winners photograph. They are having to change it so they can get one with the fans now, which is exactly what they need. And you just think, yeah.
Are they all getting a WSL wine as well? Like 3,000.
And you have a bottle, and you have a bottle. Yes, absolutely.
One bottle per adult.
Share it round. But yeah, so it's come to an end then. The WSL 25-26 season has finished with Charlton winning on penalties in the playoff against Leicester. Leicester, unfortunately, now down in the WSL 2 for next season. And we just hope, despite everything that is going on, that they still have support and they still have backing. And we just hope Leicester as a club sort themselves out so the women aren't put at even more at a disadvantage than they have at the moment. But not over.
To a WSL club, save Shannon O'Brien.
Yes, save Shannon O'Brien. There's some really good names in that Leicester squad. So if they don't want to go down and they want to stay in the WSL, hopefully there are some clubs that are looking.
It's not even if they don't. It's not even if they don't want to go down. I think that Leicester squad will be picked off.
Yeah.
Over the summer.
As it rightfully should be. Yeah, there's some very
the team in League One.
Mm.
I think that the owners will be right. Okay, we need to cut our belts back because we don't have parachute payments or anything like that. Even
very much.
So,
and that's the thing. Will Leicester be able to keep them?
Is there a potential Reading situation here? Do we think, or obviously we hope not?
Before, weren't we? Like a Blackburn situation, like a Reading situation. I hope not. I hope the women's teams aren't the ones to go in these dire financial situations. But we've also seen it happen. So yeah, I just hope it. Whatever happens, it's not the worst, and those players do get picked up and given the chance at football that at the level that they deserve to be at. However, even though the playoff has come to an end, there's still some football. We mentioned the Champions League final that kicks off at 5:00 on DAZN and BBC again, I believe, for the final.
Yeah.
So that's Barcelona and Lyon in Oslo. We've also got the World Sevens. World Sevens are starting on Thursday. So yeah, we will be back on Wednesday, 8:30-ish as usual. So we'll be catching up analytically on today. We're talking about the final and any other transfer news that we get from now until Wednesday. And like we said, we'll keep you up to date with what's happening through the summer with our other shows. But we will have our podcast awards coming out, end of season awards, our teams of the season, and our season reviews as well. But yes, thank you, Chris. Thank you for everyone watching who's tuned in. We all hope, if you are a Charlton fan, that you really take in this moment and have an incredible day. I know it really, really made us happy this afternoon to see Charlton do it. And just final shout out for Sophie Whitehouse for being absolutely incredible. So we'll leave it there. We have kept everyone for nearly 3.5 hours, which has been absolutely mental. But be safe in the heat, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday and your bank holiday weekend. And hopefully we will see you all on Wednesday night for some more.
And up the addicts.
And up the addicts as a final one. So yeah, we'll see you soon, everyone. Goodbye.
Cheers.